I believe that they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Leadership, that's not competitive drive. Like, you can have the competitive drive.
It's more than just Joe Biden, though. Like, it's just like
Hated man on Hell's Kitchen. Gabriel hates it.
What has Daniel Jones done in 3 years? He hasn't even made the playoffs.
But it's always the Rays way, baby. No one does.
To become something great if possible.
That we said before.
He's his only option.
His only option.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings. They'll understand
The team, they have Green Bay has all the leverage because they really don't care anymore.
What do you think Rodgers is worth?
Not 2 first-round picks.
Yo, Jimmy. Hold on, Jimmy. Dap it up real quick, because you just made my point. Dap it up real quick.
But he's definitely not. He's never not with the trouble he's gonna have.
But that's not the point we're making. The point is
So-
that the
so
Jets
that-
are
so-
going to
so
give
he-
up 2 first-round draft
So
picks.
he's asking. They're asking for too much. So who really
Yes,
has the
they
leverage?
are.
Because if Packers go for any other,
The
any other
Packers,
team,
because they don't care.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Doug Serrano Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. This is my show, so I have all the leverage to lead the show. Tap it up, Jonathan.
What do we come to this? Why? You started a meme that's not gonna last. It's gonna last a long goddamn time.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jonathan. All right, today is March 23rd, and our headlines is March Madness. The Eastern Conference dominating the NBA. And can Jonathan's boy, Russell Westbrook, lead the Clippers without Paul George, and our hot takes? Let's get it started with some March Madness. Jimmy, how about the Princeton Tigers?
Oh man, they're just performing. Well, it's probably gonna be the same way as last year with St. Petersburg. So I feel like just don't count your chickens before they hatch. If they go all the way, good for them. But
Well,
nobody.
how far did they get last year?
They
St.
Sweet
Peter's?
16.
I think Princeton's got a real good shot at beating
Where
Creighton this week.
are they right now? They're in the what?
They're in this Sweet 16 right
It
now.
is for 16.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who are they playing? Not Tennessee.
Creighton.
That's gonna be a good game.
Cretan, however you want to pronounce
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But
Tomato.
I feel like Princeton's got a real good shot at winning that one.
Yeah, but then after that, then you if you get after that, then you got to put it tougher teams, and that's you're asking. A
Well,
lot.
yeah, I mean, but they already beat a 1 seed.
Yeah, true.
And who's left? No, I don't think really.
Houston's back left.
Houston's number
Alabama's number 1.
Alabama's number 1.
Tennessee.
Tennessee's 2.
No, Tennessee's 4.
Oh, Tennessee's 4. Excuse me.
Texas is 2.
UCLA's number. They're 2 in their rank.
Yeah, UCLA's 2. If they win the next game, they would have to go up against either Alabama or San Diego State. And I think that's the furthest they'll make it if they win this game.
Well, let's see when they play tomorrow and see if they can make it far enough. If they can,
Because-
go for them.
I mean, they came in here and nobody was looking at them.
No, you're not. No one's ever gonna look.
They
at them.
were playing a number 2 seed, so they were playing Arizona. They beat Arizona, then they beat Missouri.
Yeah.
Now they're playing Creighton, and I think they win that game.
I think it's gonna be a competitive game. It might be like a 1-point game. Honestly, it's either gonna be a 1-point game or it's gonna be a blowout. That's how college basketball is really.
Yeah, it is.
It's either,
always
it's
like
either
that.
like a 4-point game or it's a blowout on the other team.
But you know what? At least these Jersey schools are making a name because
Oh yeah,
between Princeton, Fairleigh Dickinson making it to the round of 32,
yeah.
and last year
With at St. Petersburg.
with St. Peter's. I mean,
And I
Jersey's
think
finally making a statement.
I think Princeton has the leverage because
I think so.
St. Peter's lost to a good team in North Carolina, so
they should win this.
they should be able to beat
I
Creighton.
mean, yeah. I mean, the
gotta
last
see
game
what
they
happens,
won by.
honestly.
Yeah.
You never know.
Let's see. Last game they played Missouri and they won by 15. Missouri was ranked 7. When they played the first round of 64, They played Arizona, which is the number 2 seed, and they won by 4.
Yeah.
So I mean, they got a shot.
Oh yeah, any team has a shot any given day. And it's the same any sport, any given day.
I mean, do they have the leadership?
The drive.
The competitiveness.
Competitiveness comes down to the competitiveness.
It really does.
Is today like turn Jonathan into a
Oh,
meme
you
day?
just roasted you today?
Heel now.
Yeah, you're just that one. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
So-
I feel like Princeton's they're gonna have a good shot winning this and going on to the next
Yeah, I
round.
think they have a really good shot.
I got 3 or 4 teams left, so in my pool.
I mean, the main team I had was already done.
I also think FAU is gonna win this week. FAU's
Well,
playing,
let's go down the list and see what we all think. Like,
FAU's playing Tennessee, and I think FAU beats them.
Really?
Yeah.
I think so too.
yeah, I'll go FAU. I think Tennessee's hit or miss.
So
Sometimes.
we got Alabama versus San Diego State.
I'll go Bama.
Bama should win that.
I think Alabama's gonna win that game.
Yeah.
What about you, Doug?
Alabama.
And then we got Creighton versus Princeton. I think Princeton pulls that out.
I got
Princeton has a
Princeton.
good shot.
FAU and Tennessee.
I'm gonna go Tennessee.
You're only Tennessee.
I got FAU.
I think so,
wins
too.
this game.
I'll go to Tennessee.
Because they're
And
not.
then tomorrow.
They're what?
FAU's had a great season.
Yeah, they're 33-3.
Yeah, they finished 33-3 on the season.
Good for them.
So I mean, they play good. Kansas State versus Michigan State. That's going to be a good game.
That's close.
Yeah, I got Kansas State going to the national championship. So
Down to like a buzzer beater.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like Michigan State's going to pull it out somehow, some way. But we'll see. I think it's going to be a real good game. Houston and Miami. I have Houston winning the championship, so it's not a question for
Oh, one of
me.
your brackets?
In my bracket, yeah. I got Houston winning.
Yeah,
Dude, that was 3 out of the final 4 teams that I had.
so far, I had Kansas winning it all versus Kansas State. I got Alabama, Kansas State, and Texas remaining. So I'm in 4th place in my pool.
Good for you.
Yeah, but
We got Xavier versus Texas. It's going to be a good game.
Texas.
That's going to be a real good game. I don't know. I'm kind of going for the Xavier side. I got him going on to the next round, so
I'll probably you. I think Xavier could probably go hit the next spot.
you got Arkansas versus UConn.
I got UConn.
UConn boys.
I don't know. I think
I think
Arkansas,
Arkansas can
pulls
come
that upset.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, UConn's whenever you think of UConn,
You
like,
know the women's basketball.
yeah,
team.
women's basketball team. The men's never did great.
Well, they did that one year with Kemba.
Well, yeah, that one year. And then
Dude,
after
that
that,
was legendary. He fucking pulled an MJ from like with a free throw line, almost right behind the free throw line. We did the crossover with the little buzzer beater. That was real good.
Oh,
What
I
was
got
it? That was
Arkansas
15
winning that
years
one.
ago, right?
20.
That was 15. No. Was it 15?
Yeah,
No.
just about. He was drafted in 2012, I think.
Yeah, damn. That
Time's
was a
a
good
lot.
game. I remember that game.
So since we're talking about Kemba Walker and UConn, you think he's more of a competitor, or does he have a leadership factor?
He's none of the above, man.
Where is he now?
He should be playing right now.
Where is Kemba?
He's in like limbo. He was with the Knicks and then he just got.
No, isn't he on the? Wasn't he on the Celtics?
Yeah, and then they bought him out or he traded.
Really? After the Knicks? I remember.
No,
him being with
he
the
signed,
Knicks
last year he went to use them
he signed like a big contract with Boston.
again.
Yeah.
And then he got like traded or he got bought out, and then he went to the Knicks.
And now he's on the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, he's still in the league?
But he's not
Yeah.
even playing.
2022, 2023, it says Dallas Mavericks.
Damn, that's sad.
Don't know if he's over there or not. I could check ESPN to see if he actually plays.
ESPN.
But I don't really think he does.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a bad bench player in my opinion. Like if he came off the, it's crazy how some players are great bench players, but when they get in the starting role,
You can't do crap.
Yeah.
they're horrible. We were just talking about this the other day. Who was it? Patrick Beverly comes off the bench, and he scores like 15, 20 points. Then when he starts, he plays 6. He gets like 6 points a game.
Yeah, why is that?
I think his mindset changes. I think
They don't have. They don't. He don't have the leadership or the competitive drive. And everything. I knew it was coming. I knew you were setting it up.
No.
I slammed it down.
You were setting that up.
No,
I
but-
was-
Nah, that was all you, Jimmy.
I wasn't even thinking of
Nah,
that.
you kind of set. You kind of something. You set me up with just a little bit.
I mean, it's crazy. Some guys are just better off the bench.
Yeah, because they don't have that pressure or anything like to be the starter. Like they just come off the pressure. All right, I'll drop like 20 points and that's a good game.
Yeah.
Someone else is like that.
Lou Williams from the Clippers.
Yeah, Lou Williams is
he's
like that.
6 man.
6 a year, like 2 or 3 times.
Kyle
in a row.
Korver was one of them.
Kyle Korver, definitely, yeah, I remember that.
Who else do you got? You got Iggy was one. Andre Iguodala.
Oh yeah, he was like that. But then he can play. But he still played pretty decently for Golden State when he came off the bench. I mean, he won MVP for that one season he had in the finals.
Yeah. Well, he was a starter with the Sixers for a while.
Yep. Now, isn't he retired now? Like he's the.
Nah, he's still with the Warriors.
Yeah, but I don't think he's a player. I think he's a.
No, I think he's.
No, he's playing.
No, is he?
Yeah.
No, because I thought I saw that. I think he's a coaching staff. I thought.
No, I know he went to the Heat and then he went back to the Warriors. And
I thought he went back to Warriors and became a coaching staff. I don't think he was. But then why is he not playing? That he's hurt.
Maybe I don't know. I really.
Go check that out. I thought I saw something that.
Again, if you're just joining us, you can follow us on all your podcast applications, YouTube and Facebook Live. Saravo Broadcasting, the Doug Saravo Show. We got myself, we got Dave, we got our 2 guests, Jonathan and Jimmy, but they're actually the co-hosts too. But
Double J.
Kemba Walker is not on any team right now. He was waived by the
So he
Mavericks.
was waived. Yeah.
Yeah, in January he's waived.
did he play at all this year?
Sad. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I
'Cause
don't remember seeing him.
Last year, midway through the season.
No, he did play. He played in Dallas one game, I think
he
it was.
did?
Yeah. He put 32 points, 5 rebounds in one game in Dallas.
And look, he has potential.
So December 17th, he put up season high 32 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, and 100 to 99 overtime loss to the Cavs.
It's just that he wants to be the guy, and you're not going to be that. In
Yeah, when
on
you
the
have-
Mavs. You got Luka
Not on the
there.
Mavs for
Yeah.
sure. He'll get picked up once playoffs start.
Yeah.
Or right before playoffs. Somebody's gonna be like, okay, we can use an extra guy like him.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, when you got Kyrie starting, it's,
yeah, I mean you got Kyrie, Luka. It's just a whole squad over there. Who else is over there? Hardaway.
Hardaway's over there. I'm trying to think of who else. Then they lost some key players, man. They used to have Dinwiddie.
yeah, he's back in Brooklyn.
Hey, perfect. Tim Hardaway. He's one of those guys that play well off the bench sometimes. And then when he starts, it's like, what happened? Where'd you go? Because there's times where he came off the bench and he scored like 16, 20 points.
I mean, he was good as a Nick. But then after that, he just, like you said, he just went off the bench, like just stayed on the bench and off and on.
Yeah, the problem is with Tim Hardaway, he's one of those guys that he's either hot or he's not.
Yeah.
And it's not hot. What I mean by hot is like it's that one game where he's fire and then the next 5
yeah,
or 6.
you can't do it on a
He's not
consistent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
You
he
can't do it
comes
on a
back one
consistent
game and just
basis.
plays. Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Yeah, so
Gotta be consistent all.
Like
all the
Steph
time.
Curry could hit like 30.
since we're in
And then he drops.
since we're in basketball news, Lakers, Austin Reeves.
What about him?
MVP.
What do you think? I mean, the guy's scoring 20 points a game almost now.
Playing really good.
So they're talking about if the Lakers don't sign him, he's going to get a big contract somewhere else.
I mean, if Lakers want to go to a championship, and then you have, if you keep the team you have now, you definitely can.
I don't know. I feel like the Lakers have played a lot better without LeBron.
Yeah, they have.
And I don't know. It might be just because it's a lot of the younger guys playing now, so they're having a little more fun. I'm not necessarily saying that when LeBron comes back that it's going to be all downhill from there.
I don't think
but I
so.
think they needed this spur without LeBron in order to build
Jonathan
for when
wants to say
LeBron comes
something.
back.
Jonathan wants to say
No,
something.
seriously. And you know what I'm going to say? With Reeves, though, he plays hard every single game. But seriously,
Plays hard.
he reminds me of Russ a lot. No, seriously.
What I'm saying is
comparing him to Russ?
Because
Competitive nature.
the competitive drive, man, is
Reeves
there.
is going to be.
He's like Caruso.
But that's the thing is you look at a lot of Lakers players that were there and left and they play well.
Kuzma, Ingram. Jesus, a lot.
D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, a lot.
Like these
Caruso.
players. I'll tell you what. The people that select these players are doing their homework.
They're doing their job pretty much.
They're doing a lot
Like
better
a lot
job
of
than
those, lot of those
other
strap
teams.
people that the scouters, they're doing a really good job. Same with football too. It's the same thing. Like oh, what fits the mold? This guy fits, or this guy fits. Oh, we're trying to get this guy, but you know what? He can't produce. This guy can now.
I don't know.
Whatever,
There's some working over there.
whatever
though.
they see, honestly.
Speaking of football,
Oh God.
no, is Cam Newton going to get a job?
I don't think so.
I don't
No.
think so either.
As a starter, I don't think so.
There are a lot of quarterbacks that went to different teams this year, so I think.
Now, if we're gonna say if Cam Newton's gonna get a job, yes, he can get a job.
But probably
we're gonna say
somebody-
that.
probably somebody
As
gets
a starter, no way.
And that is a problem. He doesn't know how. He needs an ego check. He needs to be the guy and be the starter. He doesn't know how to be the backup, and no one's gonna give him that position right now.
All right,
as a
so
starter.
let's say the Jets don't get Rodgers.
No, I don't. No, don't even bring that up.
No,
man.
we're not going to go a hole into.
No,
we're
not
not going to get a
Rodgers, but
hole
I'm talking
into
about, like,
Rodgers.
no,
yeah.
just like Cam Newton.
Yeah,
would
yeah,
you,
that's
would
what-
you,
Would you take him as a backup?
as a Jets fan, would you take
That's what
Cam
I'm saying.
Newton?
As a
No.
backup?
No,
Because they need a backup.
no, we do, but I don't.
Joe Flacco's not gonna cut the mold no more.
Yeah, Joe Flacco is not doing it for these
No.
guys.
That media will eat him up though, and then him with his ego, like he worries more about his pre and post game outfits than he does about football. Sometimes.
So where would
And I'm
Cam
just
Newton
like,
fit right now, though?
I don't know.
XFL.
Damn, that's crazy.
He would shine in the XFL.
He would, though. No, he would shine at XFL. So
and it'll bring more views.
even Josh
Yeah.
Gordon's an XFL. He's playing very good.
There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of players in the XFL that are playing.
I
well.
wish Cam was watching this and could call me out.
Call all out like, yo, you all fools. Hey, but yo, Jonathan, I'm going to the goddamn Jets. You can't do nothing about it.
And it's not that he can't start as a quarterback, but like obviously it's Cam Newton. He can play a starting role.
Yeah, but then you got like these teams are already committed. Whether
That's
it's
what
the
I'm
draft
saying.
or certain players that they got, like you're gonna have
That's
to change
the
the whole
problem,
system
though.
up. Yeah,
But that's the problem. For him to get a starting position job it's not in reality right now.
it's not easy.
Because of
No.
the fact that most teams have their quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They've either drafted their future quarterbacks, they already have their future
Traded up for their
quarterbacks,
stuff, yeah.
or they're going to draft a quarterback that they want to be their future.
So they're getting the tools for that specific player. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You go down the list, I mean, Buffalo's got Josh Allen, Miami's got Tua, New England's got Mac Jones right now.
yeah.
We're going to skip over the Jets. We're not getting in their conversation right
okay.
now.
Yeah, we're not talking about that
There-
today.
we go to AFC
The
North.
Bengals, you got the Bengals
Joe Burrow.
with Burrow.
Yeah.
Baltimore rather play
Baltimore.
what's
well,
his name, Johnson or whatever. Who's
No,
the backup?
I think he left. I think he's leaving.
Really?
He might be going to a different place. We don't know yet.
Right.
But I was hearing that it's not Johnson, it's somebody else.
I
but-
mean, worst case worst is Baltimore stays with Lamar for another year.
yeah, I think so. Like,
So I mean,
and then Pittsburgh's got Kenny Pickett, and then
yeah, Pittsburgh's
Cleveland's
Pickett,
got,
Cleveland's got Watson.
yeah,
Jacksonville's already got their guy.
Maybe Tennessee, maybe.
Tennessee,
Is Tannehill that guy?
Indianapolis.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, but they just went for Gardner Minshew, so I don't know if they're going to draft a quarterback or
Who, Indianapolis?
yeah, they got Gardner Minshew.
So the Colts.
He's just the backup, in my opinion.
You
I
got
think he'll be the
Houston.
starter.
I think so
Texans.
too.
I think Minshew's the
I
guy in
think they
Indy.
draft a quarterback, but I think they go with Gardner Minshew.
Tennessee just got Minshew, right?
No.
Not Indy.
Colts.
Indy got Minshew.
Indy, yeah. I think Minshew starts for them, and I think
You don't think Cam Newton will go there?
no. I think it's going to be the same thing that usually happens. Quarterback gets hurt.
What about Washington?
They got Heineken. No.
Well, no, Heineke's gone. Heineke's somewhere else.
They got Brissett.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then you have that other guy that played very well against
Who,
Dallas,
Sammy Howell.
Sammy Howell. I think he could. He should
Giants
keep
got
him.
Jones. Taylor's the backup, I
That's
think.
what I'm saying. He would have to be backup, and he's not gonna do that. His ego won't let him.
Seattle.
No, because you're going to sign Gino.
I would leave it. I would let
He
Gino
was backup,
run
but I mean, yeah.
that. I would let Gino run that right now.
Arizona.
Oh, Arizona.
Arizona,
maybe, 'cause
Arizona,
Murray,
yeah.
They have like there's a lot of
Murray, yeah, because Murray wants out.
Yeah,
I don't understand why they just haven't traded Murray away already.
which is crazy.
In
one
I mean,
season,
I get why they.
Jets?
I mean, I get why they didn't trade Murray out. No, I get why they didn't trade Murray out because Murray's a good quarterback,
Yeah, he's not a bad quarterback.
but he doesn't want to be there, and they showed that they had no interest in him at one point.
Yeah.
To make him do certain things, to have stipulations in your contract,
Like, yeah, what?
like I would have been like, just trade me then. I
Yeah,
don't care where
just
I
get
go.
me
Just
outta
get me
here.
out of here. I'll
Yeah.
play somewhere better somewhere else because somebody's gonna want to take me as a starter.
Right.
I just said to him, the Jets.
No.
You wouldn't want Kyle Murray.
You wouldn't want Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's a pretty good player.
Mike Murray's pretty good, especially now you have a team
He's a
now,
scrambling quarterback. He's got
and
a
you're gonna
pretty
have, you're gonna have, you're
decent
gonna have
arm on him.
weapons.
Arizona's just a disaster of an organization right
Yeah,
now.
you're gonna have weapons now and
I
everything.
wouldn't be opposed to it. 'Cause he's good,
Maybe
but
Newton goes to the Falcons.
I'm just focused.
Okay, because Mariota left, didn't he? He went somewhere. Marcus Mariota, he left.
Nah.
Yeah,
Falcons?
Mariota left. Marcus Mariota left.
Yeah, he's
gone.
not there.
They're going for the
Who's got
It's
A-
that
Alien's
rookie
got-
rookie last year. I forgot his name.
Texans could use a quarterback, but
Well,
they'll
no,
probably
they're
be
gonna,
drafting.
they're drafting the quarterback.
They're losing out. They're losing out to the Bears.
Who gets the first round? Oh,
Bears. Bears,
no,
man.
Carolina does.
No, Bears get the first pick.
No, they traded
Carolina
it.
traded their pick.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, Carolina traded for the first round pick. They gave away.
Mariota's an Eagle.
There we go.
Oh yes.
So the Bears gave up. The first round pick.
Bears traded the pick away.
Yeah, a pick away, a second round, I think, and they got a fourth, and they got DJ Moore.
Nice. That's not bad.
No,
So Carolina's going for a quarterback.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Justin
They're
Fields.
saying-
Justin Fields the Bears don't need a quarterback.
They're saying CJ Stroud is probably the guy.
There you go. That's his name,
They were also saying another guy. I forgot what his name was.
bro. For
That's coming out in the draft.
Bryce Young.
Yes.
No, not Bryce Young.
You sure?
Will Levi.
That
No.
you should.
Really?
That
It has
would-
to be Bryce Young. 'Cause
No.
Bryce
Yeah,
Young's
that's
the
how you're.
other one.
Bryce Young's been in talks for a while, and he's finally getting
Will
back in it.
Levi's.
Yeah, Bryce Young, Levi. I think I know you talk. I just can't think of his
Let me
name.
see.
I think Dave's gonna get it right now.
Let's see if I can pull it up.
Just put.
Anthony Richardson.
That's it.
Oh yeah, the guy from Florida.
Florida.
My boy.
Yeah.
They were saying that he's a sleeper.
Yeah.
People are saying that he's a sleeper. They wouldn't be surprised if he goes early in the draft.
A lot of guys
He showed out.
A lot of guys have him as one in his
As
in their
one,
mock.
yeah.
Really?
Yes.
One.
As
In
one.
their mock drafts, a lot of guys have him
Yeah,
going
because
number one.
he's a sleeper. He's very. If you watched his draft day, he was fucking cool.
So who's number 2? Texans. So Texans might take.
Texans going for a quarterback because I don't think
So they might end up taking Richardson then.
is Mills the answer. I don't think he is. I think he was
It's
good.
not bad though.
No, he's not bad. He could. I think he. Problem is when you go to the number one team, you're gonna suck for at least 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
There's no question about it.
So you got C.J. Stroud,
T.J. Stroud,
Bryce Young,
Bryce Young,
Hendon Hooker.
Hendon Hooker.
Will Levi.
Yeah, Will Levis, right?
Levis,
Or Levi's.
a little.
Tanner McKee, who's out of what? Stanford.
Yeah.
And
No,
then
it's
you
the
got
draft
Anthony
order. Oh, that's
Richardson
somebody's
as
draft order?
6.
Which is crazy.
Oh, they're saying it's. I'm looking with this with Doug,
Someone has Richardson going to the Raiders.
which I don't know why.
So he's gone to number 4.
I mean, yeah, it would be perfect. Yeah, because you have to be Garoppolo to teach him everything
And
too.
that's a winning situation right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
You have the
see.
team around you. That would
And then
be
you
perfect
get,
for
yeah,
him.
because Garoppolo is only there for because he's only there for 3 years. You can develop him in 3 years.
So a guy that's ranked 6, they said he has risen to number 4 on ESPN's best available list, and he's making waves throughout the league as a potential first round sneaky pick.
Potential.
He's the definition of a dual threat
Jonathan
quarterback,
doesn't use that word.
but has a little work to do to reach his full potential.
Like Danny Dimes.
They need to work. Coaches will need to, I guess, fix his footwork.
I agree with that because
He's got inaccurate throws when he runs.
When he's on the run, he does not.
Which
plant-
is most quarterbacks, though.
It's young quarterbacks. They don't plant their foot right because they don't. They
I mean, Patrick Mahomes doesn't plant his foot all the time when he's running.
yeah.
And he still throws
He's
fucking.
an outlier though. Look at how he throws
Kyler
the
Murray
ball
the same
too.
way, though.
Yeah.
Kyler is the same way.
It's not. I don't think it's more about your planting your foot. It's more about making smart throws on the run, because a lot of these young guys don't make smart throws on the run. They'll throw it across the other side of the field, or they won't throw it away when they should have.
Yeah.
They'll throw in double coverage,
Or they'll run and get hit really hard and stuff.
Throwing it, or they'll throw it instead of throwing it over. So nobody can catch it, or at least your wide receiver can catch it.
Yeah.
Or throwing it low so your only wide receiver can catch it. It's just, but it's hard because you're on the run. You see a guy open real quick. That's when you're like, okay, that's my out, and you toss the ball.
And then the DB just corners in fast. Yeah.
And you get fucking picked off. So
Yeah.
Again, if you're just joining us, this is the Doug Soravo Show. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to get into the NBA and discuss how the Eastern Conference is the most dominant conference in the NBA.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pass that mic, Jimmy.
Oh yeah,
We'll be right back.
I'm gonna be talking.
Especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this. Malibu and a diner.
These leaders of these countries.
MVP quarterback. And then the other quarterback we have is Derek Carr.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let into Bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Doug Soravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. I don't know about you guys, but the Eastern Conference, especially the Cleveland Cavaliers, are one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. That conference is gonna win a championship this year. It's not coming out of the West. The West don't really have that many top teams. There's Jonathan with that little smirk.
David thinks the Suns are going to win the championship.
I think
that'll be the Western
yes.
Conference then.
The Suns, I feel like, but they have to be healthy.
Yeah, KD has to come back and be healthy.
They have to, find their rhythm again.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna probably be one of the play. Who are they gonna play? If they say it ends right now, who are they gonna play right now?
They're the 4 seed, so
They
play the
fifth seed.
The Clippers.
I think they win that game.
Not Sally, maybe.
No, I think they win a game.
They win a game.
That game, that series, whatever.
They do 4-up.
Yeah, not 4-0.
I say 4-1.
Yeah, I mean 4-1 or 4-2.
I'll say 4-1.
I think, but they're winning that series against the Clippers.
Think they are. No offense, Charlie, but I think they're winning that all.
You think the Clippers would beat the Suns in a series?
I don't know. It'll be close.
It's not.
I'm not as confident. I'm not as confident as the Warriors beating the Suns. If the Warriors were facing
the Warriors still would be
before we go into that, you're talking about KD coming back as well, because he's coming back for the playoffs.
Yeah, even with KD
he'll be back, and he'll be healthy.
But hey, hold on, wait. Let's also go. Paul George is out 2 to 3 weeks.
How are the Clippers going to? How are the Clippers going to be able to beat a team like that?
You lost your second best player.
You know why?
Why?
You know why?
I want to hear it. Tell me.
Let's hear it in.
Russell Westbrook, baby. He's going to step it up. He'll step it up.
How?
You'll see.
I'll see.
He's going to step it up. I don't think it's going to be a lot closer.
He couldn't even step it up on the Lakers.
Suns might edge. Suns might edge that series out. I'm not going to lie. But it's just not going to be like 4-1 or 4-0.
I think it's
Clippers are done.
Celtics Suns in the NBA championship.
Nah.
Clippers are done.
I said this. I said it's the rematch of 2 years ago. Suns and Milwaukee.
All right, hold on. Before we get to the Eastern Conference, let's talk about that right now since you brought it up. Can Russell Westbrook lead the Clippers without Paul George?
2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's just 2 to 3 weeks. He could definitely do that.
But do you see where they are in the standings right now? They could easily fall out.
Yeah, they can. I mean, the Western is so tight right now. Like, Paul George can make a big difference for losing him. And they can easily drop to playing and out of playoffs. Because how many games are left?
They're not.
I mean, they may.
There's only 8 games left. That's it.
But they may stay there because the West is so
1, 2, 3,
poor
4,
this
5.
year. It's like
they got 9 games left.
9 games left.
All right, they have 9 games left. Hold on, we're gonna go through this. They have 9 games left.
Who's the remaining games?
For them?
Yeah, we know they play OKC.
They play OKC in the back-to-back game.
That's 2.
So they lost the last game against OKC.
So
they're playing OKC again now.
It's OKC tonight. Okay.
Yeah, tonight's OKC. They play the Pelicans. Cat's back.
That's gonna be a good game.
Wait,
not Cat.
You mean Wolves?
No.
Yeah, Wolves. Cats.
No.
If you're saying Cat.
No, he's saying
Timberwolves.
No, I'm thinking Timberwolves.
Yeah,
Timberwolves.
Pelicans. They're playing the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're probably thinking of Zion.
So they're playing the Pelicans. That's gonna be a decent game. I think it's a pretty good game. They played the Bulls after that, which I think they lose.
I think the Bulls are especially.
But they end the season against the Grizzlies in back-to-back game. No, sorry, they end this month against the Grizzlies in back-to-back games, and I think the Grizzlies beat them both times. Ja Morant's back. He's hungry. He's got to make up. Yeah, he's got to make up. He's got to make up.
He's not gonna do much.
And then hold on, we got 4 more games after that. You got the Pelicans, the Lakers, the Trailblazers, and they finish the season against the Suns. So if we go back,
Suns could be So then they got if they stay, they got to play the Suns.
Let's go back.
They're gonna stay. Is it in
hold on.
Arizona?
The Lakers are 10th in playing, so they're the last one. They are a game and a half. No, game and a half behind the Clippers.
Yeah.
So they're a game and a half behind the Clippers. The Lakers at the 10th spot. So that means the Clippers can drop all the way down to the 11th seed if they.
I have the bracket up.
Okay.
The Clippers are 38 and 35. The last team is the Lakers at 36 and 37.
That's a game and a half.
Even the Suns, no team is set to make the playoffs.
No.
in the
The
NBA.
only one is Denver.
No.
Denver and Memphis.
Everybody clinched.
Denver, Memphis, and the Kings.
Everybody's close.
Kings are
and that just shows how weak and how bad this conference has been.
And now you go now go to the other side.
And look at the East.
But how?
Go to the East.
Do you see how bad these teams are in the West
I
compared to the East? You got the Bucks, you got the Cavs, you got the Knicks, you got the Sixers, all at 40+ wins, 45+ wins.
And then after that, what happens after the top 5 or 6 teams in the East? That's it. It goes down.
39 wins.
The same as the West.
39 wins.
You got Atlanta. You got
40
Miami, who's
40 wins at the 7th spot.
I say it as this way. If you looked at the Eastern Conference right now, they're healthy. They're good. Their players are playing. They're playing as teams. If you look at the Western Conference, a lot of these teams have injured players.
Yeah, but you can't go out. So for you to say a conference is better, you're going off of the present moment. So
at the present moment, the Eastern Conference is better.
But you still want to base it off of the records saying that they're this and that. So a record is games played throughout a whole season. Like
yes,
you can't just
and
go
they're
off of right now and say.
All right, let's go with the top 2 teams. Let's go with Milwaukee and freaking.
No, hold on. I got a point. Let me ask you a question. I'm a Cavs fan, right? We're what? What's our record? Hold on. I just had it up.
46 and 28.
We're 46 and 28. We're at the 4th seed. Are you going to say that we are only good because we got to play the Magic? We got to play.
You're playing Eastern Conference plays a lot of the Eastern
So you're
Conference
telling
guys.
you're telling me that they did not build a good young team around Garland and Allen and Mobley.
They did
and Mitchell.
But I'm talking. So yes, the Eastern Conference has the better teams for the top 5. After that, it's it. So I'm talking about a conference as a whole. So the conference as a whole, if you go down the whole list, I feel like the West is better than the East. Down the whole list.
The whole list?
And you can't just go by you can't just go by records.
All right,
like
so hold on.
If you put the Lakers,
look at the West.
In the East.
Look at the West. How many teams are under 500 in the West? 1, 2,
it's more
3.
competitive.
Bullshit. 4, 5, 6, 7.
They're
7
each other
teams.
more often.
You have
So
7
it's
teams.
better team. It's
7
better teams throughout the
teams
season.
under 500 in the West.
Oh, the East has 8 teams, so.
The East
Whoa. It's better teams in the West. Is more competitive, in my opinion.
I mean,
it's
if
more.
you go
if you
into
go,
that,
if you look, if you go on the list, in my opinion, this is all opinions anyway. But like the Lakers, the Mavericks, and the Thunder, you put them in the East, they're gonna be in that top 10. Easy.
Not the Thunder.
Not even
Not
in the
the Thunder.
play-in. Not even in the play-in. No.
I'm tired of this OKC talk.
The Thunder. All
Yes,
they have
the
is
Thunder.
Shea putting up 31 points per game.
You see, no.
Yes,
No.
I'm talking facts.
They're a good young team, man.
Yes, but that doesn't mean they're
They're good right
contender. They will go one and done in the play-in.
Depends
Definitely.
Depends on who they play.
They have no experience. You got Shea.
So the Kings, even though they're playing phenomenal this year, and they're what, number 3, they're still gonna be one and done.
So
How do you
OKC,
know? How do you know though?
No, but that's what you're saying. Because they have no experience. They have no experience.
the
in
Kings?
playoffs.
Some of them have
Yeah.
experience in there. Some of them,
They brought in guys.
Yeah, they built in there.
It's a bonus.
I'm gonna pull up the Kings roster. They brought players in.
No,
Well, OKC's been. They got guys that been in the playoffs.
Who? Name one. Name one. I want to hear
Go
it.
down the roster real quick.
All right, this is the Kings roster, but I want
the
you to
Kings
name.
are nice, bro.
This is the Kings roster.
Exactly.
We're
But
not
you're
talking.
saying since they don't
no,
have
tell me
experience,
who.
the team.
Tell me who you know on the Thunder. Tell me who you know on the Thunder. I'm not pulling it up.
They had people in there.
But they don't have experience as a team.
Tell
though.
me no. Just tell me who you have on the Thunder.
Shy. That's it. That's all.
That's
I
it.
need.
You just proved
Doesn't
your point.
Doesn't matter. It's
You
what-
just proved your point.
Hold
It
on.
doesn't
I did.
matter.
I proved my point. You just
That
said,
me up.
you said I proved my point.
Shy scores
No, I
most of their
said you
points.
proved my point.
All right. Then they got
Without Shy, they're nothing.
the only person that comes kind of close to Shy is Giddy, and he's kind of inconsistent at times.
You can't just go off of scoring. That's all you're doing right now.
What's the whole point of basketball then?
Scoring wins games.
No, that's not only scoring.
They say freaking football.
Ask Harden if scoring wins games. Ask Harden if scoring wins games, because all he would do is score. Ask Kobe that. Kobe used to say that. Playing like that, one man show. Ask Luka if scoring wins games. It's more than that.
So if you don't,
It's
if you
more
look at,
than
if you don't
that.
score,
It's
you're
more-
gonna win a game still.
Yes, but it's not only about that. You got role players and people who know,
But that's
who
the
know their
point.
position around.
If you only have one guy scoring the whole game-
if you have Shy scoring, everyone else just got to do what they got to do. That's it. Play defense, get boards.
Shy's not
Get the-
scoring
get-
100 points.
Get the assist.
He's not doing. He's not pulling.
But that's my point. Giddy's gonna score. Other people are gonna score regardless.
16 points per game.
As long as you got one
So
guy.
if you go up against a team like the Timberwolves who put up points, how you gonna win?
Or go against the Suns. Or
OKC beats the Timberwolves.
If you're going up against a team like the Clippers,
OKC loses to the Clippers, in my opinion.
hold on. We're gonna go into this because there's
It's different.
We'll start from the
opinions.
top and work our way down. If OKC plays Denver, they're losing. If they play Memphis, they're losing. If they play Sacramento, they're losing. If they play Phoenix, they're losing. If they play the Clippers, they're losing. If they play Golden State, they're losing. If they play the Timberwolves, they're losing. If they play the Mavs, they're losing.
How would
if they play the Lakers, they're losing.
How would they what?
You want to go by how things are going right now?
No, I'm going off of these other teams have better scores.
So you're gonna say OKC loses to everybody then? Because if you're saying they're losing to the Wolves, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. You're
They
not
just got
watching.
Cat back.
You're not watching games, man. Come on, because that's
The Wolves have a better record than them.
That doesn't matter. Playoffs are different.
How it doesn't matter? You're just making an argument that they played their conference the most.
Yeah.
They have to make the playoffs first. They still have 9 games left.
Hold on, what's OKC's schedule coming up? Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead, Dave, because everyone can get it now, boys.
We know they're playing the Clippers.
Because I hate
So-
all this OKC hate when they're good. Like,
Okay.
they're a good team.
Yeah, but you got
And it just proves my point,
But
like
look
how
at-
competitive the West is. Because put OKC
Name-
in the East,
All
and
right,
they're beating
hold on,
the
let's look at
Cavaliers.
teams.
They're beating
Look
the
at teams.
Cavaliers.
Look
They're
at-
beating the Nets, and I'm a Nets fan.
I'm gonna
They're
tell you-
beating
Look
the
at
Knicks.
teams that have these players. You got the Celtics. They got Tatum. They have
They're not beating
Brown.
the Celtics.
The
That's
Cavs.
fine.
The Cavs. They have a big
Smart.
three.
They're not beating the
They
Celtics.
have
They have an easy schedule
Garland,
coming up.
Mitchell, Mobley,
OKC.
Allen.
They had OKC's
Each
playing.
team in the NBA has more than 2 All-Stars on it.
Yeah.
Besides the Clippers and the Lakers, they're gonna play the Blazers after that, the Hornets, the Pistons, the Pacers. Then they play the Suns. They play the Warriors. They play the Jazz, and then they play the Grizzlies. So they have possibly 1, 2, 3, maybe
Four
four
wins.
hard teams.
Wow.
But besides that, I mean, they should blow out the Pistons because the Pistons are hard, worst team in the league.
Pistons come to play.
Our Pistons got players. I mean, but
they're.
they can't play as a team.
No,
I'm
they
sorry,
can't.
Pistons can't play as a team.
The only time the Pistons were really good was when they had what's his name, Blake Griffin there.
The Hornets been playing horrible all season.
No, they gave up.
Well, after Lamelo got hurt, they gave up.
Yeah, they gave up.
All right, here's the Thunder roster. They got Shea, Josh Giddey. You're going to take Josh Giddey over any other shooting guard?
Scoring 16 points a game.
You got Lawrence Dot,
Also assists.
Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, who's been hurt, Isaiah Joe.
Jalen Williams is a phenomenal defender. I mean, because I watch the game, so I see how they're playing, and it just
They're
they're a good team. Like they're gonna beat teams and they're gonna get wins. That's
But
why
they're not
I-
going to
I-
go on a run.
Possibly depends who they matched up with on the West. It depends. But Wolves, yes, they beat them. Lakers, they beat them. Mavs, they beat. Mavs depends. Mavs, if
Josh Giddey is averaging 16 points a game, under half a block, 0.8 steals a game, 6 assists, and averaging 7.8 rebounds a game.
That's phenomenal. That's good.
3 points made, 0.9.
That's not bad. They're not a bad squad. That's all I'm trying to say. They're not as bad as you guys make them out to be.
They're not making it anywhere past
like
their first.
For me in the East, you got Bucks good, Celtics good, Sixers good,
the point
Cavaliers
is
good, and Knicks
What
iffy.
do you
They're
mean?
okay this year, but
The point
playoffs,
is, though,
they're not gonna be as good.
this
So that's
is the
4
point,
teams.
though.
Nets, Heat.
This is the
Hawks.
point, though. Shea averages 31 points per game. The closest guy is Josh Giddey with 16 points per game.
That's almost
Okay.
half the points.
Go to a team like.
Go to the Knicks. I want now because now you're taking the Knicks into this.
Go to a team. All right, we'll go to the
They
Knicks.
got what? Bridges now that's been
They got
averaging
Bridges,
30
they
points a
got
game.
Brunson, they got,
You got Randall who's
Hart
averaging
over
almost
there.
30 points a game.
You know what? Let's go to my Cavs. Cause
Young team.
All right, this is the. Let's take a look at points per game.
Mitchell's getting the most.
Mitchell 27 points per game. Garland 21 points per game. Mobley 15 points per game.
That's it. You're already at the 15 mark because
But they got top 3 guys in it.
You're discrediting Giddey for the 16, so that's it. So you got 2 over 20.
Top 3 guys.
That's it. No, you discredited Giddey to get 16 points a game.
No,
So-
I said if you're gonna say
discredit
something, the
anybody.
closest guy is Giddey, and he only has 16 points a game.
Okay, so now you got 2 guys. Then that's it. Over 20. That's
And
it.
most teams have 2 guys
Most
over 20.
guys. All right, let's go to another team.
So it's just 2. It's just 2 guys.
Nah.
That doesn't mean they can't win games as long as they play defense. This is the point I'm trying to make. It's
But
not just
the
about
thing is,
scoring.
no,
It's
let's
about
go to your
scoring.
next.
The problem is if you shut down a guy like Shy,
Oh, no,
you're not scoring anything.
that's nuts.
All right, here's the Nets. You got Bridges 25, Dinwiddie 17, Cam Johnson 16, Claxton.
They're not that good.
But you already have 3 people.
And
that
they're
already
number
above the
6.
second player.
What's that? The Knicks?
No,
The
I-
Nets.
it's
Oh,
not
the
letting me
Nets
go
are
down to the
They're
Nets.
That's what I'm saying. After the top 5, if you want to consider
into
the
the
Knicks,
Knicks, you-
after
the
the
Knicks
top
will have-
5, that's
the Knicks
it.
definitely have players that are definitely above and beyond.
Well, they got Randall and Brunson.
Randall Brunson, they got Harden.
But you're not going to win if you shut down Shea. You're not going to win games. That's the point we're trying
Giddey
to
will
prove.
step up.
I
How?
don't think so.
He has his games.
All right, here's the Knicks.
He'll step up.
Randall is at here. Let me see your mic because I can't see with my glasses. Randall at 25, Brunson at 23, Barrett at 19, Quickly at 13, Hart at 11.
We have 3 top players that are already producing.
At 20. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Compared to one guy who's only producing.
That's why I said the Knicks okay then. But after that top 5, that's it. The
But, all right, but you're
Hawks,
saying-
that's
Alright,
it.
so then after the,
But you said okay.
We went with 6.
For your argument's sake, you said to you the Western Conference is the hardest division.
No,
right?
The conference, yeah.
The Western
The
Conference.
better conference.
They're the better conference because it's harder. They got harder teams over there.
Yeah.
Out of all the top 10 teams, OKC and Minnesota should not be in there.
I agree with that.
They're not going to make it far. Those are the 2 teams that are going to get eliminated first round.
But they're still there.
They're there.
They're
So in the Eastern Conference, then the Heat shouldn't be there. They're number 7.
They have 40
They have
wins.
40 wins.
But this proves my point.
And the Knicks,
No.
They're playing the Eastern. They're playing more games in the Eastern Conference, guys, and it's easier for them to rack up wins. And
listen, if you're going from the
that's just like the Heat should definitely not be there. They only have
No,
Jimmy,
you
who's
should-
playing
you should-
subpar
you
this
should the
season,
Hawks-
on and off,
You should the Hawks not be there or the Raptors.
or the Hawks either. The Hawks.
Heat are 40 and 34.
The Heat have
Hold
40
on.
wins.
The Nets are
The-
39 and 33.
They have 40
The
wins.
Nets are not making it anywhere. They're gonna get swept.
Well, there's-
If the Heat were in the West, they
the
would
Western
have 40.
Conference
They would
has
be in the
2
top 4.
And I'm a Nets fan, so that's my point. I'm a Nets fan saying the Nets are probably gonna get
Well,
swept, man, the first round.
They're number 6.
Yeah, exactly. You can go down the list on the Western Conference.
But then you're saying that the Heat the ball in there because they're 40 wins.
which would be top 4.
That's top
Which would be
4
top
in
4
your
in the
division.
West.
But is it? Oh, okay.
It would be top 4
You
in
guys
the
just
West.
going off of records. That's
It
fine.
would be top 4 in the
Then
West.
How are we gonna base it off of though?
I guess
Top 4 in the West.
Because if it's going off of records, then yeah, the Eastern Conference is better. You win with that argument. I agree with that.
It's proven itself.
All right, here.
The
I agree
Eastern
with that.
Conference.
But if you were to put if you were to do a
here's-
tournament, let's say against the Western
Hold
Conference
on.
and the Eastern Conference, who's
Conference
gonna win?
records.
Everybody healthy.
You
Who's
want
gonna win?
You want to talk about conference records? The Heat are 40-34, but against the East, they are 21-24. The Hawks are 22-23 against the East. The Raptors are 20-23 against the East. The Bulls are 28-23 against the East. The only teams that are over 500 are the Bucks, the Celtics, the Sixers, the Cavs, the Knicks, and the Nets.
Your own team's above the West. Your own other division.
I always said, if you're gonna go off players, the West has the better players, but the East is a better division as a whole team. As teams, they play better together.
The top 5
This season,
The Nuggets are
Not
30.
in top 5. There's
Nuggets
top
are
7.
the Nuggets are 32-13 against the West. So is the West a easy conference to play?
Go down the list. That's the Nuggets.
They just lost, and they just lost to the Knicks the other day too.
the Nuggets are 32-13 against the West. The Grizzlies are 27-19 against the West. Sacramento's 27-15 against the West. Phoenix is 24-19. Clippers are 22-22. Golden State is 25-20. The Timberwolves are 25-20. The Timberwolves, who are at 500, are 25-20. The Mavericks are 27-23 in the West against the West.
So it's more competitive in the West than the East.
No, it's easier.
Then go to the Eastern side and see how many wins they all have against the Eastern.
Let's see.
We're going against own division.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at that wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Conference. No, I was looking at it right. 32-13, 27-19.
Yeah, but you were going to.
So I got to scroll over for.
Yeah, you're going to the Western. You go towards the Eastern.
30-15 Milwaukee, Boston 29-16, Philly 30-16, Cleveland 30-15, the Knicks 28-18, Brooklyn 26-19, Miami's 21-24, Atlanta's 22-23, Toronto's 20-23, Chicago's 25-23. Then you start getting to the lower seeds, 23-22 in the conference, 19-26 in the conference, 16-28, 14-34, and then Detroit, we don't even want to talk about them because they're only 7-38 against the conference.
Because I look at it this way. There's no clear-cut favorite of who's going to come out of the Eastern Conference. It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
You don't have a clear-cut favorite for the West either.
You kind of do with
You
Denver.
kind of do with the Nuggets.
The top. I say the top 4. You kind of do.
Yo, mark my words right now. Denver Nuggets, they are going to choke so bad. Not the first round. They're going to get by the first round. Cool.
But they're the best
second
team.
round, that's it. Boom. They're
It's
done.
either
They
gonna-
always choke. They
it's
did the
either gonna
same
be-
thing with a full squad, with Jamal there, with Michael Porter Jr. there, with Jokic
It's going
there.
to be a lot harder for any team in the Eastern Conference to get to the NBA final. But in the West, it's going to be so much easier
Once you
to
get
through the
let me see the bracket again.
It's going to be so much easier.
For the Eastern Conference, once you get past a certain point. So the Bucks, they're winning the first round. They're gonna go against the number 8, whoever the number 8 seed is.
You don't know. It could be the Heat.
The Celtics, yeah, but that's an easy W for them.
How do you know?
So if the Bucks go against the Heat, you think the Heat are gonna?
You
beat
never
the
know.
Bucks?
In a 7-game
Come on, let's
series?
be-
In a 7-game series?
Jimmy Butler
In a 7-game series?
is phenomenal.
You don't know that.
Jimmy Butler in the playoffs are phenomenal.
You don't know that.
But you could say that for the West though. It's so
Because
easy
the West
to say that
is
for the
shit.
West. Come on, man.
The West is shit.
Yo,
I'm
I'm
being
trying to be realistic
realistic.
here.
I'm
I'm
being
trying to be
realistic
realistic.
too. The East is going to be so hard to get through. The West,
Yo, Dave.
the
Honest
West,
opinion, bro.
any team to
You
get
think
through.
the Heat beat the Bucks?
You don't know in a 7-game series.
For real, bro. Because he knows. He knows.
In a 7-game series, you don't know.
I guess.
Yeah, Dave. Speak your words.
In a 7-game series, you never know.
I'd say the Bucks would edge them, yes.
Easily, bro. That would be like
I
a
think the
4-1.
I think the Bucks are going to
because Jimmy with
no.
that grit.
I think
he'll
the
win,
Bucks.
he'll get him a one. He'll
I
get him
think
one
the
game,
Bucks could
'cause
go
you can't
through, but
count
you
Butler
never
out
know
there.
in the Eastern
They won't get
Conference.
swept, but they'll lose it.
No, Jimmy Butler in the playoffs is like look what he did last year.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a supporting cast anymore like that.
Yeah, but
in
look
my
what he did
opinion.
last year. Look what he did in the bowl.
He had him Russell Westbrook.
What was the standings again? I mean the.
What,
so
the record?
yes, no,
40
no,
and 34?
No. So the Celtics.
The Celtics are
Who
going
would they
to
go up against right now?
As of now, it would be the Bulls, the
No, it would be
Raptors.
the
No,
Heat. It would be the Heat.
No, it won't be Heat.
Yeah.
No, it would be the Heat,
Chicago,
Hawks,
2-7.
the Bulls or Toronto.
No. Celtics would be just 2-7.
No, because they got the play-in.
Well, no. I'm just saying how it's set up right now. I'm just saying hypothetically. So it's 1-8,
right, hold on.
2-7.
So if the Heat or Heat and Hawks, no, Heat versus Bulls.
I think Heat wins that.
That's for the play-in. So if we're talking.
All right, do based on the standings.
Let's go hypothetical here.
Yeah, I'm saying for one.
So
1-8.
playing. No, let's get through playing first.
Oh.
Miami and Atlanta and Toronto and Chicago, right?
Miami beats Chicago.
So you got what's it? It's 7 and 10 and 8 and 9, or is it 7 and 8 and 9 and 10?
It's
Playing.
7, 8, 9, and 10.
All right, so you got Miami versus Atlanta. Who do you
Yeah.
think wins that game?
Miami.
Atlanta.
I'll say Miami.
Then you got Toronto versus Chicago.
Chicago.
All right. So now you move those two into
And-
regular season.
Yeah.
Regular playoffs. So one would play what? The
One
lowest
would-
seed,
Yeah.
Lowest seed, so
which
that
would be Chicago.
Chicago.
So Bucks up against
I think-
Chicago.
I
So
think
Bucks
Bucks
against
beat them.
Chicago, but Bucks will beat them.
That's easy money.
Boston would play
Miami.
Miami or Atlanta. So they would play Miami. Boston would beat them.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good. That'd be a good series. That might go to Game 7 like it did last year.
Nah.
I think it will.
All right.
Celtics.
3 would play 6.
That's Sixers.
So Sixers would play the Nets.
Yo, Sixers have wait, the Nets?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nets
Yeah,
have 6
Sixers
right now.
play the Nets,
They
and
get
then
Nets are
four-
And the
getting
Nets,
Nets are
the
getting
Nets have been
swept.
playing drive. They've been playing with determination.
Yeah, they're playing pretty decent.
I think Sixers still win that. And then you got Cleveland versus the Knicks. So Cavs Knicks.
That's gonna be the closest one. I think that one goes to like a game
I
7.
like to see the next.
Like game 6. Like one goes to like a game 6 in my
I
opinion,
say that goes to Game 7.
or a game 7.
I say Game 7.
That one's gonna be grit and physical.
Then you,
Gritty.
I mean, from there it's gonna be a shit show because once those teams go, once you get to the finals, down teams getting eliminated. You got Boston. The Bucks are gonna win. Boston's gonna win. The Sixers, and then either Cavs and the Knicks. And those 4 series, those 4 teams,
It's
it's gonna be a good series.
You guys want to go? You want to go see the Knicks play the Cavs?
Damn.
What, in playoffs?
Yeah, I would love to go.
You know how much some tickets would be?
Yeah, I know that's the thing.
It's New Yorkers, bro. They pay for
What
anything.
was said nosebleed?
Well, we can maybe try and do a podcast outside the arena. All right, so before we get to our hot takes, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to recap the World Baseball Classic. Japan defeated.
Yes.
They defeated USA, but things happen. All right, we'll be right back. Quick commercial break. Doug Sarabo Show is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Laporte. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this. Malibu and the diner.
These leaders of these countries.
MVP quarterback. And then the other quarterback we have is Derek Carr.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let into Bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me.
Sell Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
That they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Do you ever ask yourself the question as to
For this town, things that haven't been done before.
I feel like it's more than just Joe Biden though. Like it's just like people, even people.
Overpay for DeGrom, and I think this is a great way for us to gather together.
I'll be looking for another job after this is over, I can tell you that.
Here, with your name behind it, hoping that.
Why did Trump fire Fauci? He could have gotten rid of him.
There's a lot of things you can have checked out. So,
Talk whatever we want.
It's sports. Well, I'll tell you,
no matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
I believe that they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Leadership, that's not competitive drive. Like, you can have the competitive drive.
It's more than just Joe Biden though. Like it's just like
Hated
people,
man on Hell's Kitchen. Gabriel hates it.
What has Daniel Jones done in 3 years? He hasn't even made the playoffs.
But it's always the Rays way, baby. No one does.
to become something great if possible.
That we said before.
He's his only option.
His only option.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
The team, they have Green Bay has all the leverage because they really don't care anymore.
What do you think Rodgers is worth?
Not 2 first-round picks.
Yo, Jimmy. Hold on, Jimmy. Dap it up real quick, because you just made my point. Dap it up real quick.
But he's definitely not. He's never not with the trouble he's gonna have.
But that's not the point we're making. The point is
So-
that the
so
Jets
that-
are
so-
gonna
so
give
he-
up 2 first-round draft picks.
So he's asking. They're asking for too much. So who really
Yes,
has the
they
leverage?
are.
Because if Packers go for any other,
The
any other
Packers,
team,
because they don't care.
Otani's ready. Trout's ready. 3-2. He struck him out. Otani strikes out Trout, and Japan's back on top of the baseball world.
So, we lost to Japan. But how good is Shohei Otani?
We'll just say this about Japan. Japan's always a decent team.
Pitching wins games, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Listen, not to knock their hitters, but Japan has always been known for their great pitching. Excellent pitching.
Yeah, especially we have
they
Otani.
have what, a 17-year-old?
Sasaki, I believe.
Yeah, Roki Sasaki, who he's what, 17 or something like that, still in high school, and he's striking out major league players.
With the second fastest pitch, I think, in MLB right now.
Pitching wise, they said he was better than DeGrom.
Crazy.
At his peak.
Yeah.
Better than Syndergaard. At his peak. A lot better than a lot of
This
MLB
guy hasn't
players.
peaked yet, though, either.
Well, we don't know that. I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah.
But at this moment, and he's not eligible for MLB until 2027, so he's got 4 years left on him.
Oh, because he's going to school and everything? Or?
Yeah, he's got to go high school, and then he's got to
be
go
of
through the
age.
process.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know how it works in different countries and everything.
Yeah, so he's got to go through the process of, I think, getting drafted and everything. So I believe they said he was eligible for the MLB in 2027.
So he's got
4 more years.
4 more years left.
Would make him 21.
Yeah.
So I saw a meme online. Don't worry, not you, Jonathan.
Not the meme that we always talk about.
It said, I think I might have it. It said something like Mike Trout on Team USA, Shohei Otani on Team Japan, and then both of them together on the Angels. They're shit.
Which is, I mean, it's
It's
kind of
true.
true. It's true. But you can't expect Shohei Otani to pitch every game. So
No.
He's gonna pitch what every 5-6 games.
Every 5.
So you can't expect them to win a lot unless they get other pitchers around him as well.
Yeah, they match him into the playoffs.
And then
he'll be every like 3 or 4.
Trout's just Trout. I mean,
Trout's. I mean, he's a legend, but I don't think he's gonna.
man, we're putting him in legend category right now.
Or he done. I would say this. He done legendary.
He's done
things.
great things. Yes. Is he a great baseball player?
Wait, who we
Yes.
calling a legend?
Trout.
No, he done legendary things. That's what I meant to say. He done legendary things.
He's one of the best, but I wouldn't say.
No, he done.
Because we could get into that whole conversation about how rings matter, playoff wins matter.
No, we're not gonna.
No,
go
if
there.
we're talking about an individual player
Listen.
by himself, then I think he's definitely good. But he's
There's a reason why Japan won in what was it 2004 and 2008.
yeah.
You know,
I think 06, right?
something like
06,
that.
yeah.
They won 2 years back to back, something like that.
Yeah, I think 06 and 13, or I'm not sure the exact.
So there's a reason why they're up there. And if you watch, a lot of the scouts go to Japan to scout players.
Yeah.
They don't go to Mexico, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico as much
Yeah.
as they go to Japan. And it's crazy to see Japan evolve in a sport that's
Sort of dominated by like whites.
like
or,
no, it's dominated by like America.
Yeah.
Like if you
All right.
watch it,
There's the meme. It's like 3 head.
Oh yeah.
3 dragons. Oh wow. The WC team with Mike Trout, the WC team with Shohei Ohtani, the actual MLB team with both of them.
That is pretty funny.
yeah. I mean, Japan, they've blossomed players. Their competitive drive is there,
Leadership too.
but for them to outgrow the MLB, because that's like saying the MLS is gonna outgrow the Spanish league.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it's
To see
Hey, it's crazy
exactly
to say, but
to
yeah.
see the MLS outgrow the Spanish leagues, you're never gonna see it happen.
no.
So for Japan to keep in competition with the MLB,
Still playing.
is insane. Because that's like saying the XFL is going to sooner or later be as good as the NFL. You just can't see it happening because the NFL has such high ratings. Everybody wants to play in the NFL.
Did you guys see that tweet?
Who's sweet?
Keith Olbermann.
No.
He sounds familiar. Just can't think of it.
right,
I can't put a face to the name.
Well, when it comes to politics, he's a big.
Oh, that guy.
He's a big idiot. But he said something about the WBC.
Now it's on search.
Did he take a play from my book over here?
Let's see.
Is that what you sent me that one time?
Maybe
No,
he
he
did.
was-
That'd be pretty funny.
He was against it.
Oh, he was against it.
See, Dave, strike one.
See, I think a WBC is amazing because we get to see these. Look at what we got out of it.
I know what he said. He's against it being played in March right before the season.
Yes, they want the
He wants
WBC to be at the end of the season.
Yeah, he wants it to be moved because of what happened to Diaz.
Which is,
I think that's actually a good shout. But it's like you change. But I think there's different reasons why we have it. They have it like that for a reason. Why they have it before the season? Because maybe it's different time for the players and everything, for other countries, all that.
I mean, if you play the WBC,
I can't find this tweet because all of his tweets are Trump, Trump, Trump.
You gotta filter that thing.
If we go to
That's why-
WBC, if that's the case, then the WBC would have to be played overseas
So that's why I don't understand why.
They don't want to do that.
during that time because the World Series is played
They'll lose
at the
money
end of the
in that,
year.
though. They'll lose money.
But that's the thing is,
I can't
I
find
mean,
this.
not really. If they would hold the WBC, if they held the WBC
in different countries.
in
they
like a country like Japan,
no,
in a country like Mexico,
right.
I think just Japan alone they'll make money.
in Canada,
They should rotate. They should rotate.
Like the Olympics.
yeah.
FIFA, like
Yeah.
they should rotate.
I'll never understand why people do sports and politics at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't get involved in that politics bullshit. But
Because I can't find this
But
tweet.
right now, where it's at, like I feel like it's okay.
You got to Google it.
You can't fall him.
Yeah,
That
His
was
name and the baseball.
that was a
team.
that was a freak
WBC.
accident that happened.
But I agree with you. I think they just should rotate it like every year, like have like Japan. Because it would be fun to see.
But to
Japan.
get for all the people that say to get rid of it,
Nah.
you can't because of the fact
wanna get
that
rid of
look at the picture Sasuke
How they get
from Japan.
scouted,
How
yeah.
they just seen this kid. Nobody knew about.
Oh, the
him.
one that went to the Tigers?
Or that player
No.
as well.
Oh yeah, that guy went to the Tigers.
that one too.
I forgot his name, but I didn't
And then
know
you
what
got
he's
players like you get backstories on players like what's his name from Mexico, on how he was from Cuba. He went to Mexico as
Oh, the catcher? You talking about the catcher?
no
for
the
Mets?
left
Oh.
fielder
All
from
right.
Mexico.
Oh, okay.
All right, I got it. He said, first, Freddie Freeman, now Edwin Diaz. The WBC is a meaningless exhibition series designed to get you to buy another uniform. To hell with the real season and split up teammates based on where their grandmothers got laid. Call it off
Jesus!
now. That is.
That's insane. Because
But it's Keith Olbermann, so it's like,
yeah,
I'm not
the
surprised.
same person that watches baseball and say if he was an Angels fan, Ohtani, he'd be like, oh, Ohtani's the best, Ohtani's great. But then screw where they came from. No, because the MLB is made up of players from different countries.
PR, China,
Mexico.
Japan, Mexico,
Um,
Australia and stuff.
like Japan is a big part of the MLB as well.
Yeah.
So to say that,
Both, I think Japan and freaking Mexican DR are all big
I mean,
parts of it.
a lot of people, Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, for them, the biggest game of the WBC is when PR plays DR.
Yeah. I like.
So
It was just
to
like-
watch your country is like to watch the Olympics.
Yeah. It was
for
funny.
for baseball people, that's their Olympics.
It was funny enough. Remember at work where, I think it was Puerto Rico and DR playing each other in the World Cup. I think it was at work for that. Everybody was like dressed up, like wearing their flags and everything.
Well, what about during on a Sunday, the final was on, and everyone was in the break room?
Yeah, we were
waiting
all
for
watching
it.
soccer.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, we were watching soccer, and it was insane.
Yeah, that was the same thing.
I mean, I didn't care.
To me, the
Ever-
WBC is for those people that, because if you look at a lot of these players, you name them, they're not from the U.S.
No, they're all around the world.
David Ortiz, you can name a bunch of
Freddie
people.
Freeman's from Canada, so I mean,
Like,
No, I don't think he's actually from there. A lot like
Freddie Freeman, he's Canadian.
oh, he's actually
Yeah,
He's
Canadian.
he's on a Canadian team. He's
Yeah.
Canadian.
no, because like Verdugo isn't really. He wasn't born in Mexico, but
no, I think,
His citizenship, yeah, but
So he's allowed to play with
yeah, well, that's
He's
like
allowed to play it.
that's like the player from Mexico, the left fielder. I think it is the one that when he snatched the home run.
yeah,
he's like
Randy Arozarena. He's like
That's
he's
it.
Cuban.
But he went to Mexico, and when he went to Mexico, he played for Mexican baseball teams. And he actually tweeted the president and said, "I want to give me the citizenship because I want to play for Mexico because Mexico took him in as a home."
Oh shit.
Yeah, so he had fled from Cuba.
And that's a nice.
Got to
That's like a
Mexico.
nice background story that
And you
you
get
want to.
stories like that. You get the story about Roku Sasaki or whatever his name is from Japan. 17 years old. Sasaki, 17 years old.
Oh, Sasaki.
Nobody would have known about him.
But
You get the kid from that got picked for the Tigers. The guy got sent to the Tigers. You would have never known about him until the WBC.
Well, the way I look at it is, now I hope this don't gets me canceled off the air. As an athlete, you know what you signed up for. So if you decide to,
That's true.
If you decide to represent your country in the WBC,
No, exactly, yeah.
and you get hurt, that's on you.
Oh, but
If you want to sit out,
see, I agree with that.
if you want to sit out and play for a regular season with the Mets or Yankees, then sit out.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
They do that in FIFA.
It's the same thing as football. You've been playing football your whole life, whether it's from Pee Wee all the way up to college football. You know the repercussions that are going to come with it when you get hit.
Right.
You've known about CTE for years, so you know it's a possibility. Now, yes, I agree wholeheartedly that the NFL should take steps to prevent it, but you cannot prevent it 100%. And these players know that.
You could prolong it. Well, it wasn't a big thing because remember, like I'll say 10 years ago, it wasn't a big thing until the Aaron Hernandez story came out.
Well, yeah, the NFL started finding out that this was a condition that was happening.
Because there's other
But
stories.
if you see like the Tua situation, yes, that's the team's fault,
But it's
that's
also
the NFL's fault.
the medical
but-
staff's part too.
No, but
on an
hold
NFL
on,
part.
because it's that's what I'm saying. It's the teams, the medical staff of the team.
Yeah.
It's the NFL because they're supposed to be watching that. But it's also Tua because he knew what the situation was coming in with the concussion.
But now
playing
they
a
have,
game with the concussion.
So now they have on the field a separate doctor that also does tests on the person too, concussion.
Well, yeah, which should
But
always be.
that
You
should-
should have an NFL
that
medical
should be done a long
examiner
time
and your
ago.
team medical examiner.
Yeah.
And if one contradicts the other, you're not playing.
Well, yeah, but I think it's still more the NFL doctor. They say they have the whole rule. They have to overrule and like if it's like, oh, your doctor says this. No,
because if
I say this.
If my team doctor says, "Listen, he's not playing," I'm gonna go with my team doctor as well.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like
that's what I'm saying. If you contradict, if two doctors, one says yes, one says no, you're not playing.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's too inclusive.
It's got to be majority rule.
Yeah, exactly.
To say yes, and Tua knew coming into there that he had a concussion the week before, and he still wanted to play.
Yeah, because he
So
played
he
off
took
4
that-
days off.
But still, you took that upon your accountability to say, "Listen, I'm gonna play as well."
Yeah, it's on him too, but it's also on him.
So you got to hold
staff.
the NFL, the Miami Dolphins, and you got to hold Tua accountable.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, I agree.
But that back to WBC, like that's why Diaz knew what he was getting into.
Exactly,
So,
and it was a freak accident.
They want
with Diaz.
Yeah, when he jumped up and down, that was.
It's a good way to give back to the players in a sense because they want to represent for the country.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And think of like we said, what's his name? Arnaiz or whatever.
Sasaki? Oh, what?
No, the guy from Mexico. He
Yeah.
wanted to represent Mexico because Mexico is what took him in from Cuba. He fled from Cuba, and Mexico said, "You can stay with us. This is your home now. You can play for our teams, Mexican baseball teams, and make your way up if you want." And he said, "Listen, you gave to me. I'm giving back to you." It's the same thing as the Olympics. So if a guy gets hurt in the Olympics and then their season's done for MLB, should we not play in the Olympics anymore?
Well, look at Reese Hoskins. He just went down to injury in the spring training game.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. How many guys have gotten hurt in NFL in their training?
Yeah,
Preseason games.
A lot, yeah.
Well, they don't half the time. The top players don't play.
They may play one or two games,
Yeah, one
or
game
half,
or so,
or a
or
quarter.
two snaps.
Like games.
How many guys get hurt during training? Towards
Quite a
ACL in
few.
training.
Yeah, more or less like week 2 they play a little bit, and then week 3 they play like a quarter or two.
I
And
don't
then they
think
stop.
I don't think this Diaz thing should have ever came up as the WBC should be canceled during it. Was a freak accident.
Yeah.
He
And it's
got her
not. It's
celebrating.
not like it was during a game. He threw a pitch. It
No,
was
it's
a
after
freak
jumping
accident.
up and down. Yeah.
It wasn't his shoulder. He didn't need Tommy
his
John.
leg.
It was
Yeah.
it was just him jumping up and down and celebrating. So this should have never been a topic of conversation of whether
No.
the WBC should be played or
It's a
not.
freak accident. Like the DeMar Hamlin day was just a freak accident that happened.
So I mean, shout out to Japan for winning it.
Yeah.
It was a great game. The ending score was 3-2.
3-2.
game. Like the
Well,
Like-
that,
was
yeah, it was a defensive
I think
game.
it's time
And
for
it came down to the best freaking thing.
Yeah.
two teammates.
Two teammates playing each other.
That play, yeah, because Tani's been.
Otani, which is considered a great in his position at pitcher, and
He's been
Trout,
there-
who's a great hitter.
You couldn't have scripted that any better.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
So I think it's time for some controversy,
Yeah. So.
but it's gonna happen
After this commercial
after
break,
this quick commercial break.
it's like American Idol. The winner is.
Especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this. Malibu and a diner.
These leaders of these countries.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for some controversy, and controversy we will have. It's our hot take segment. Does Shohei Ohtani get traded before this year's trade deadline in August? Will he be celebrating in October for a different team?
If I'm the Angels, no. I'm keeping that guy.
That's number one. He was just MVP.
Yeah,
How many players can you get that can pitch and hit at the same time?
Yeah, but where is it getting them? Realistically, where is it getting them?
But if he moves, it's not them moving him. It's him asking for a trade.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to move just yet.
Because it's been a hot topic the last.
He's been there. How long has he been there for?
I would say this.
Year 6.
I'm gonna make it even
6 years he's been there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it even more controversy. Would you rather move Trout instead of Ohtani?
I would move Trout.
No, I'd have to keep Trout.
Because you got Ohtani that can pitch and hit.
He's doing
But
doing
Ohtani's
more
not
than
hitting no
Trout.
more. Pitcher's not hitting no more now.
No, he's always hitting. He's DH.
Oh, he is.
He's a two-way guy.
Oh, because I remember,
Yeah,
they used to have it where pitchers would go last.
Yeah, but he's a two-way.
But now it's no more.
No.
Yeah.
He
But
hits
now
like
plays
30,
DH now. Okay.
30, 35 home runs a year. Well, before they had pitching, he's the only American League pitcher that hits.
Yeah.
So you're talking about a two-way guy, keeping a two-way guy versus keeping Trout. A guy that pitches and hits home runs.
I'm with Dave on this one.
I don't know.
I'd rather keep Ohtani.
I'm 50-50 because
you could get a lot more for Ohtani.
Yeah, because you won't get a lot for Trout because it's like there's a lot of players that are better than Trout. Even
you
the
get
young
a
ones
lot
now.
more for Ohtani.
Yeah. Ohtani, you could get a lot. It's like the whole. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm sorry, Doug. Freaking like the whole Aaron Rodgers thing. He knows what he's worth, and just.
Oh no, Ohtani's worth way more than Rodgers. Let's not bring that up. In this sense, right here, at this way, it is Ohtani's worth. His value is higher.
I think he stays, and maybe next year when his contract's up, then he can just go whenever he wants.
Name another pitcher that can hit as good as Ohtani.
30+ home runs.
Right now, no one. But
exactly.
I'm trying. There's a name that coming up in my mind. He used to play for the Giants. I can't think of his name.
Bro, his win to loss as a pitcher is amazing. He's hitting over 30 home runs a season. His batting average is high. There's not another player that could do that at this moment.
No, not right now. And I think, like Dave said, it would only be out of his Ohtani's request.
I don't think
they do move him.
If you're the Angels, I don't think you move.
Yeah, but they're not going anywhere. So now's the time to trade him and build for the future.
I guess because Ohtani, I could see Ohtani wanting or getting frustrated and wanting to go to a winning team or a team that he has a chance to get the ring with. You know what I'm saying?
You get a lot more and there's teams that are going to want a top pitcher and a top hitter, and they'll give up whatever they can.
Like, who do you think would be a good fit then, or what team?
He'll go?
Yeah, what team?
Personally, I see a team like.
Say it, Doug. I'm waiting for it.
But you gotta think of a team that's willing to give up
That's what I'm waiting for him to say.
good players.
Yeah, you got to get rid of players just to get him.
Yeah, it's not worth it for the Mets.
No,
it's not. But I see a team like a team with a lot of young prospects.
Toronto.
You could say Toronto.
Toronto.
It's crazy. I was reading something.
We
were going over the most overrated players in
Baltimore.
Jr.
I think
was
Baltimore
one of
could
them.
make a move for Ohtani.
Yeah.
They have all these young prospects.
And Houston, because Houston wants Frontlander. Houston could go with him.
Yeah, but you know the Angels are gonna ask for a freaking bag full of gold.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
And that's the problem. You don't
have my gold here.
I think it's easier to move Trout than it would be to
is.
Ohtani.
Absolutely.
It is, but that's your guy. You can't trade.
Ohtani's your better player right now.
But how long's Trout been there?
10 years?
10 plus years.
On the Angels. And he has
2012?
nothing to show for it?
No.
One playoff appearance.
Yeah.
Compared to Ohtani 6. Right? Seasons with them?
Yeah,
No?
6 seasons.
So why not get rid of Trout? He's doing absolutely nothing for the past 10 years.
And and
He's done a lot. They just didn't make the playoffs.
But he has nothing to show for
He
it.
did a lot for the Angels. That's why they're too loyal to him. That's what it is. They're too loyal to Trout.
Stat-wise, statistically, like as an individual player, I can see why.
Yeah, but I feel like the Angels are one of them teams that would just fucking hoard players just for the hell of it. Because think about it. What do teams make money on?
Jerseys.
Yeah.
Sales.
Attendance.
And you know people are coming out to see Trout.
Beer.
People are coming to see Ohtani. People are going to buy their jersey. Ohtani's going to have top 5 at least sold jersey for the MLB.
Sales, yeah.
Like, come on.
They see the bottom
Trout
line.
as well.
Yeah, so Damn, you're just saying to care about the bottom line, not about wins.
It's more about the money. We'll try.
Yeah, but if I can get the money, not knowing that I'm not going to win anytime soon, I'm going to rebuild anyway. I might as well get the money now.
Yeah.
So then you're saying give up Otani? No, you can't.
No, you can't give Otani
get rid
because
of
he's
Trout.
bringing in sales.
So you give it a Trout.
You keep them both. You hoard them.
You hoard them.
Yeah, but that gets nowhere.
Exactly. It gets nowhere, but it gets money.
Money, money, money.
All right, I know Jonathan has a hot take for me. I've been waiting for this for 2 weeks because last week was all Aaron Rodgers.
No, let's not start this shit again.
Oh shit.
I want to hear
I got
Jonathan.
a hot take.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I'm ready. I'm ready to argue with Jonathan.
You want to see ready to argue.
We'll go back into football. Ezekiel Elliott. 3 preferred teams: Bengals, Jets, Eagles. We're not going into Rodgers talk with the Jets. We're just talking Ezekiel Elliott.
He's going to Philly.
At this moment,
He's going to Philly.
Rodgers is not in the pictures.
Right.
At this moment,
Right.
where would he fit best?
Philly.
Nowhere.
Philly.
I say Bengals.
I
He
gotta
better
go.
not go to the Bengals.
I go-
Why would you go to Bengals?
Okay.
Two-way.
We spoke about this on the car ride here.
Zeke is a disaster to every locker room.
So we discussed this on the way here.
Right.
And I feel like out of those 3 preferred teams, the best fit is the Bengals.
Why?
And why is because Joe Mixon gives you big yards, but Zeke would be able to punch it in the end zone for them, in my opinion.
He's a disaster to the locker room.
Doesn't matter.
But here's the thing.
You just see his personality?
You
No.
have Joe Mixon already there. Yeah. And you got Piron is the backup, I believe.
No, I think Perron left.
He left.
Oh, he left.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he was still there. So you could, but we also don't know. Joe Mixon is in a lot of trouble right now. Legal trouble. I don't know what's going on with him. It's a whole story about that. So
That's even better for him.
would make a sense.
It may be a good fit for Zeke, but it's not a good fit for Joe Burrow in that offense and the Bengals.
And I say for Philly because it's a rivalry team. He goes to goes
But
to
that's
Dallas.
why I don't see him going to Philly.
Rivalry. They won't give him up because he has to be.
No, he's free agent.
He's a free agent.
Free agent. No, he's a free agent. Go.
They released him.
Yeah, released him.
So you play Dallas twice. The team that gave up on you. You could run like 3 touchdowns against them.
You're gonna play him twice a year, every
Maybe
year.
maybe 3 times.
So I can see him going to Philly. But if not, I mean, I can see him with the Jets. Just not preferred, I guess.
I see him coming over to the AFC.
I don't prefer him with the Jets if we get Rodgers. With Wilson, yes,
I don't
it gives.
see him going to the Jets just because the Jets re-signed their
got-
running back.
we got-
Ty
yeah, we-
Montgomery.
I'll give you a wild
We
card
got
team.
Michael Carter and Ty Montgomery.
I'll give you a wild card team for Zeke.
Okay.
Like a fourth.
Yeah, a 4th team.
Miami.
Not Miami. Not Cleveland. He is going to be, and it's in the
Kansas City.
AFC. I see him going to a team like Baltimore.
Oh shit!
No, with Dobbins and
Nah, I can see that.
I see it.
I can see him going to Kansas City.
I was thinking that too.
Or Kansas.
But
I don't know how the fuck they would pay him though.
So
Pacheco already.
this is
Pacheco's not bad.
remember, it's 3 preferred teams. It's not. He's
It's
saying
not
this is
set
what I
yet.
would like to go to. He's gonna go wherever he can. He's gonna go whoever's gonna pay him probably
has
the most
value
as well.
to him too.
If he wants to win a Super Bowl, he's gonna
Cleveland.
go to Kansas City.
Cleveland could be a
Cleveland?
team.
Well, no, Cleveland, you have Hunt and
No, Hunt's
Chubb.
gone.
Oh, Hunt's gone. Is he done
Well-
or he left?
I think he's up for free agency.
Yeah, I
isn't
think
he?
he signed with someone else.
I don't think
No,
he
I
signed
don't think he
anything
signed
yet.
with
I don't
anyone
think he
yet.
signed with anybody yet. But
Hunt.
But you got Chubb
Hunt,
over there.
Hunt goes back to
And we saw what
no, Hunt goes back to freaking Kansas City. Yep.
we saw what Chubb and Hunt did together, and it wasn't pretty. So I don't see Zeke's putting himself in that situation.
I think. Well, also you have Chubb and is it Johnson over there that had that one game that was really good a couple years ago.
I don't see him going.
I
to
think
Cleveland.
I think they lead the run back. I think Chubb's gonna be that number one. I say this for fantasy wise. I think he's gonna be a number 1 player. You draft Chubb. If you're going fantasy wise, he's your number.
He was up there.
He was up. I had him last year. He produced. I had him. What else did I have? I had him. Sanders. Who else did I have? God damn it. Jacobs. Jacobs won a lot of games for me. The last couple of times I did fantasy. But I think he goes to Philly. He played the division twice. That gave you up. Yeah. And it's like they just lost Miles Sanders.
Who?
That's another thing.
Sanders went somewhere.
Sanders.
They lost Sanders. What is going to be Scott? I think you.
He'll probably.
Scott played well, but
he'll probably be in Philly.
But
then.
he's like Zeke though. He's a big down back.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up in Kansas City though.
Who?
Zeke.
If he wants to win.
If he wants to,
if he wants a Super Bowl, he's gonna go to Kansas
or
City.
even Cincy, because Cincy's got it next
But after
year,
what Pacheco did and helped out best they could for Kansas City.
Well, they could move him to a receiver.
Who? Pacheco?
They could, because I mean you're losing a receiver. I mean Juju left. Hardman went to the Jets. Tony's definitely gonna leave. They lost.
They got Kelsey though. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they got Kelsey.
Here's my hot take. No, here's my hot take. Kansas City they go to the playoffs, but they don't win another championship for at least another 3 years.
God damn.
Another 3 years.
Another 3 years?
3 years.
No, they could win another one next year or the year after.
No, I say 3. They're losing too many. They're losing too many weapons. They're losing too many.
but that's what they
That
said
don't matter
last
though.
season.
That don't matter. They got Travis Kelsey.
Yo, you guys are proving my point. Step it up.
But that's what they said last season. And throughout the season, they started getting players again and made them look amazing. They got Juju. They got Tony.
Yeah, but who they have? No, who they have this year for real though? Just Kelsey, to be honest. So
Juju.
far. No, I'm talking about this new season. Going
that
in,
team.
yeah, but going into the season, who's the wide receivers? Like the core.
It was Juju.
No, I'm saying
This
going
year,
into our new
probably
He's
season.
talking about 2023
We don't know
season.
yet.
Tony,
That's what I'm saying.
Chetcho.
Tony for right now, but Tony wants out.
Yeah, I don't know who they have this year.
I don't think they have anybody
They
left.
don't have nobody.
Fuck.
Oh, they have him. What's his name?
Oh, Scantling
Yeah, they have
Valdez.
Marquez Valdez Scantling.
Travis Kelsey. They got Travis Kelsey though.
Yes, they do.
I mean, the only
That's
thing-
his only option.
The only way
That's the number one option right
I've been
there.
hearing a lot of talks about it. The only way I think they go because I'm hearing a lot of talks that both Hopkins and OBJ.
Oh, they have Sky Moore.
Well, Hopkins is going to be a giant.
That's a hot take right there. That's Doug's.
No, so he said that last time too, and I kind of agree with him. That would be. I mean, well, you can see.
Well, they just brought in Crowder, so who knows?
Oh, James Crowder.
Yeah, Giants are making moves.
Hopkins is going to be a Patriot.
He's a good guy.
Patriots,
Giants are
and
making
Steelers
moves.
Are making all good moves.
Giants are going to win that division next year. I'm telling you.
Jets, Super Bowl contenders, baby. Once they get
Not
Rodgers.
against the Pats.
Once they get Rodgers.
They're not getting Rodgers.
They're not against the Pats.
Against
They're
the
not.
Pats, I'll tell you
They're
that
not.
much.
They're not getting Rodgers.
We're not going into Rodgers.
They're
talk.
not getting Rodgers.
What's another hot take, guys?
Yeah, well, I want to hear Jonathan's hot take. I know he has something he wants to say.
really
You
have
had
one
one. I
this
forgot
week.
You
what
have
it
one.
was.
You have one. You just don't want to say it yet.
No, I really don't. Not
Let's
this
hear
week.
it. You got one. I know you do.
Think basketball, baseball,
Baseball, hockey, football, conspiracies, political. Name something.
Woo. Oh, MVP for basketball. Who do you think it is?
Jokic.
Nope.
Nope.
Not me. Embiid, baby.
Embiid?
That's a good one. What do you guys think?
I kind of agree with you.
Oh, fuck. Come on, Doug.
Go on,
Damn.
Embiid.
Fuck.
We can't argue.
Fuck. I wanted to argue.
Other people say it's Joker, but I mean, I could go behind Embiid.
I think it's Embiid.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I mean, who knows, honestly? Because they say that, and a lot of the commentators now are saying, "Oh, it's Jokic."
And I kind of think, I don't know. I kind of think it would be bad for the league.
That if
Jokic wins 3 times in a row.
not really, because I mean, he won.
I mean, it shows how dominant he is, but then again, it shows how.
I mean, all,
Josh Giddey.
don't get the fuck. out
I understand what Jonathan kind of means. How it would be bad for the league.
Yeah.
But they did that. They did that last season
Yeah, because who
with Defensive Player of the Year.
Yes.
With Smart.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They made Smart Defensive Player of the Year, and
Everyone thought it was gonna be
Gobert again.
Gobert.
And he had won it like 2 times in a row, and then they switched it to Smart.
Smart.
Gobert should have won that.
And
yeah.
Gobert should have won that
Gobert
again.
should've won it.
Gobert should have definitely won it again.
Well, it was like when
So it does fit the trend of they may switch it.
That was the 1 year too when Jokic won his first one. I think it should have been Chris Paul who should have won. He was playing phenomenal that year. Chris Paul was.
Chris Paul?
When Jokic won his first MVP, Chris Paul should have won it.
Who gets comeback player of the year?
You got a hot take?
That was, man. Fuck. Well,
I want to argue
No,
with
that
you.
was the hot take.
yeah,
He's
but,
MVP.
but Doug wants to argue.
I
right
want to
now.
argue with Jonathan.
Actually, I might have one. It's gonna be football related. So
go ahead, go
my
ahead.
Phil sent me. My boy Phil sent me this.
I want to argue with Jonathan.
He said we can argue. We can talk more. He was saying that both Detroit and Bears are gonna be fine for the NFC North.
Who?
The Lions and the Bears.
Lions and Bears.
Fighting for the NFC North. Now that the Packers.
Packers are gonna
Yeah.
set back, and so is Minnesota. Minnesota lost too many key players.
I see the Lions, but I don't see the Bears.
I see the line.
Yeah, I can't see the Bears winning anything.
I could
I
probably see the
think you're
Lions. I
out
can
of
see
your
the Lions, but,
mind for that.
I think the Bears make. I mean,
Nah.
we'll see. We'll see. The division's gonna be wide open, but
You still got the Vikings over there.
Yeah.
But they lost too many key players on that team, though.
Every team does.
Yeah, I mean every team has lost key players.
I just want to argue with Jonathan right now. I have that. I want to argue right now.
He's got that venom.
Think of something.
I thought the MVP talk was gonna be it.
No, 'cause I
'cause
kind of agree with
Yeah,
it.
that's the thing. He agreed with you, unfortunately.
I know you got something.
Come on, look up something.
Think of
you got
baseball.
some.
Yeah. That's why they don't have another one.
Baseball, basketball, football. I know you're thinking of
I
something.
mean, I love the one you had like a couple weeks ago when you said freaking Daniel Jones is going to win a Super Bowl before Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I believe it.
I don't believe it.
I believe it.
I think Jalen Hurts wins.
I believe
before
that's
him.
going to happen.
What?
I think Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl before Jones.
Jones wins it
For
first.
Daniel Jones?
Jones wins it first. I
He
guarantee
went
it.
this year. I think he's going
I
to go.
feel like Hurts is.
He's already there. He's almost there.
Nah.
Yeah, he's kind of level-headed. He
Jones
knows
He's
what he
calm,
wants.
cool,
See that
collect-
jersey? See that giant jersey up there, Danny Jones?
Who's behind it?
There's going to be a Super Bowl logo on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it going to be with L next to it?
No. Well, it might have to with the logo. I want to argue with Jonathan.
I can't think of anything right
I mean, you're going to see an L just like Jalen Hurts this year. You're going to see an L next to it. It might
I
not
know
be there, but we'll still see it.
I know you got something, Jonathan.
Well, I mean, we covered most of it. We covered NBA. We covered NFL.
We barely covered March Madness.
I mean, March Madness.
Well, there's
is-
nothing really.
Yeah, because we
talked
streamed
about the two
basketball.
Jersey teams.
I'm surprised you ain't going like towards like the. So wait. Actually, you say you're a Nets fan.
Right.
No, yeah, he's a Knicks fan. He's a
No,
Knicks
Nets fan.
No, he's a Knicks fan.
You're a Knicks fan. Oh, shut up.
He's not a Nets fan. He's a Knicks fan.
What are you?
I'm a Nets fan, bro.
That's a lie. He's a fucking Knicks fan. He's
Okay.
undercover. He's hiding.
So, you're a Nets fan. So, but you also go for the Clippers.
I like the Clippers.
Because
No,
of
he
Russ?
doesn't. He likes Westbrook.
All right, you want
I
to have
like
a-
Westbrook. I like Westbrook.
Let's have an argument about Westbrook then.
Go ahead.
Because
always
we
have
didn't really.
arguments about
No,
Westbrook.
but we really didn't cover what we were supposed to about the Clippers. That Russell Westbrook can make a difference and help this team get into a good playoff contention.
I think he'll step it up for sure.
I don't think so. I think
He's going to be averaging double doubles again.
No,
with
he's
George
not.
gone.
He hasn't been doing it the last year and a half.
He will.
No, he's not.
Lakers that gave him
What has he done since he went to L.A.? Realistically, what has he done?
before when he went to Houston.
Russell Westbrook is
He wasn't playing good with the Lakers, but
he hasn't been playing good with the Rockets.
but he was at number.
the
he was
Lakers.
he was a third option in the Clippers, though.
But he still didn't do anything. He's barely putting up points.
I think the biggest issue is that you're expecting Westbrook to be now their savior, but he
No,
couldn't be
exactly.
the savior when he was on the Wizards. He couldn't been the savior when he was on the Rockets, and he couldn't have been the savior when he was on the Lakers.
But you can't just carry a team on your own. The only
LeBron
person
does
who
it.
does that, yeah, so
I was
that's the
just gonna
goat.
say,
The
no.
goat. The goat
LeBron
does
does it.
that.
Doncic did it for a while.
Durant's
He
done
only
it.
goes so far.
Curry did it.
That only goes so far.
Durant's
only goes
done
so
it.
far.
Giannis has done it.
So and also Curry has very good tools around him. You got Clay, you got Draymond.
Westbrook
you got
has had-
good, you got good
Westbrook-
guys.
Clay just
When he
went
was
back
when he
this
was with
season.
the Wizards,
West-
trash team. All you had was
West-
Beal, and that's it.
Westbrook has had over the years Durant. He's had James Harden. He's had
LeBron
LeBron,
James.
Kobe Bryant. Anthony Davis.
And Durant folded. I don't like him, man. Durant folded. How you
How'd
gonna
he
go?
fold?
Him and Russ went to the playoffs and blew a 3-1 lead on the Warriors. And then you know what Durant does? Goes to the Warriors the next season and wins a ring. That's so. I
mean,
hate
that was a
that.
player move.
That's a player. He did it because he wanted to win a chip.
And he left Russ alone, man.
He wanted to win a chip.
But he knows what he wants.
And Westbrook had an MVP season the year after.
Yeah, you saw what he did.
I mean, he did the same thing with the Nets now. He went to Phoenix.
Well, a team that could go win a chip. And they can.
Because he can't win on his own. Not like Giannis or LeBron.
Well, it's not.
Go ahead.
LeBron.
Jimmy took the hard route. He was like,
Wait, hold on. When has LeBron won on his own?
With the Cavs. Your Cleveland boys.
Kyrie Irving.
Kevin Love.
Kyrie Irving was just coming into his own. That was his second season. So Kyrie Irving played his rookie year
But
on his
LeBron
own.
didn't carry the LeBron didn't carry the
LeBron
team
had
on
a
his
young
back.
Kyrie. Kyrie is
LeBron
good,
never,
yes, but he
LeBron didn't carry the team on his back though.
You had J.R. Smith. He's a
But
role player.
they-
Iman Shumpert,
they-
role player.
They brought guys in for LeBron. They brought in Kevin Love. Kevin Love was a key factor.
He was all right. He wasn't anything crazy.
Game 7, who was the one that made the last stop on Steph Curry?
LeBron carried that squad on his
Yeah, he
own.
did, but you need players around you. Even if
So Russ is not going to go anywhere without players around him.
he's had players around him,
and he still hasn't gone anywhere.
and
All he's had was Beal on the Wizards, and
He's
the
had
Rockets
James
literally.
Harden.
Houston, Harden was on his way out.
He's had LeBron.
Harden wanted out already.
He's had LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Who? Russell?
Yes.
Oh yeah, but they're.
And
the Lakers was not a good fit with the
and
Lakers.
What
That's
was
just
the
all it is.
headline? Oh, Russell Westbrook can't fit in L.A.
Because it's true. Sometimes you don't fit.
So why are the Lakers doing good without him?
They're also doing good without LeBron.
Yeah, but
Oh shit! That's what I'm saying though. Sometimes playing with LeBron is a gift and also a curse. It really is. It really
LeBron makes
is.
the team better.
He does, but it can be a gift and also a curse.
But
in
when
my
you think
opinion.
about teams that build,
Yeah.
they don't be like, oh, we got to go out and get Russell Westbrook.
This is the first mind thing.
They don't think of, oh, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
That boy plays hard. He has leadership. He
Okay.
has drive, man.
He went to the Clippers, the Clippers team that is desperate to pick up players.
Yeah, George
he's-
wanted him over there.
And he hasn't done anything.
He will now.
All right,
Now
you-
that George is
you-
gone,
We're gonna
All right, hold
revisit
on.
this
So
one.
we'll
Yeah, once
revisit
the
it because
playoffs
tonight
come.
they're playing. Yeah,
All right, hold
they
on.
got a couple games left.
You want a real hot take?
Go ahead.
You're a big Thunder guy.
Yes,
You love Shea. You love Giddey.
they're depending on who they play. So if they play
Should
the Wolves.
hold on? No, I'm getting to this hot take.
Go ahead.
Next year, should the OKC Thunder have a reunion with Russell Westbrook?
Yes.
So where will the Thunder be next year if they got Russell Westbrook?
If they get Russ, damn.
They would revert.
with
To
the
me,
current
in my opinion, they would be going backwards.
No.
with the current players they
They
have.
wouldn't be going backwards.
They're better off staying as a young team, and I could go.
Yeah, but you get a vet. You need a vet on your team.
But not Russell Westbrook.
But Shai would be your vet by then. He's been in the league
He's
for a
gonna
while.
he's gonna sit on the bench.
Not too long. How many years?
Westbrook's gonna sit on the bench if you get him.
Yeah, it's fine. He's fine coming off the bench.
No, because
He's been averaging 15 points a game.
Who?
Westbrook.
That's not bad.
Yes, it is. For the way you describe Russell Westbrook,
When you're the
15
third
points a game
option,
is
when
bad.
you have Kawhi and Paul George, 15 points is not bad. Where you want them all to score 30 points or 20
There's
points?
teams that do it.
3 players?
There's teams that done it.
in the
We
Bucks.
just showed you.
The
Knicks
Bucks,
have,
they don't
the
do that.
Knicks
They-
have top 4. The Knicks have 3 guys that hit 27,
They have-
22, and 19.
So Shai's been
They
in the
have
league
two
since
guys.
2018. It'll be his
5
fifth year.
years, yeah. So he'll be a vet then.
He'd be
It's going to
considered almost a vet.
Almost, yeah, 6 years.
Yeah, other players have been there.
Josh Giddey
But-
just got there.
Yeah.
Like
Thunder have a long way to go, and bringing in Westbrook when that
They have a ways to go to win a championship, but they are still a good team. They're not a bad team right now. They're not a bad team.
but
like
they're
you guys
not a
make it out to be.
contender.
No, but they'll win games. That's my whole point. They're a good
They'll
team.
win regular season games.
If they play the
but
Wolves,
they're not going to
winning.
win.
They're
They're not
winning the
going to win
series.
playoff games.
They'll win the series, and they'll win that. They'll win that series. If they match up against the Wolves, they're winning that series. In my opinion,
Who's their center?
That's just my opinion.
But who's
man.
their center? You're gonna have Karl Anthony Towns go up against.
Cat doesn't play defense. You can forget that. He plays offense, and
Okay,
here
so-
and there,
so
but
who-
he's
who-
soft.
who's
He is
your
so
center?
soft.
Who's your center going to stop him?
You don't even need a center to stop that man. You have Jalen that'll stop. Jalen has good defense, which he actually might end up.
Let's put you in there and see how you do.
He played against Cat
Well, you
apparently.
played against him. I didn't know about this story.
They used to play at a church back in the day in Amboy.
What happened to your career?
He almost made it.
What happened to what?
I said, what happened to your career?
Oh, that's.
Worth at Costco now.
He ruined it when he dunked on me.
Probably ruined a lot of people's careers when he dunked on them.
So we're gonna take our last commercial break, and then when we come back, we'll have some final thoughts and some predictions. We'll be right back.
Sell Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
That they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Do you ever ask yourself the question as to
For this town, things that haven't been done before.
I feel like it's more than just Joe Biden though. Like it's just like people, even people.
Overpay for DeGrom, and
So I think this is a great way for us to gather some
I'll be looking for another job after this is over. I can tell you that.
Here, with your name behind it, hoping that.
Why did Trump fire Fauci? He could have gotten rid of him.
There's a lot of things you can have checked out. So,
talk whatever we want.
It's sports. Well, I'll tell you, no matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is the Doug Strava Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. We got Dougie, myself, we got David, we got Jonathan, and we got Jimmy. So do we have any final takes or final thoughts or some wild predictions? Jonathan, I know you may have something, but let's go to Jimmy or whoever has the mic.
So Ben Simmons
Bum.
is he the worst point guard in the league?
He could pass the ball, but the guy can't shoot. He can't shoot a three, and that's a problem.
Yeah. I think as a point guard, you at least need to be a scorer as well.
Yeah.
So for him, I think his career is over. I mean, I don't think anybody really wants him anymore.
It's also the confidence, because I've seen clips or videos of him playing with pros or whatever. During the summertime, off season, just shooting around. He's shooting threes.
I'll tell you this.
like automatic or whatnot. But I think the confidence just gets to him, and just like all this,
Yeah, but
this
then
background noise and whatnot.
why be a professional athlete if you can't handle
I
it?
think
Exactly, and he can't.
I'm gonna say this, bro.
Then you shouldn't be playing
His
professional
biggest
sports.
hot take is
Yeah.
he's lost his competitive drive, bro.
Yeah, man.
In
He's
all
lazy.
seriousness,
He's lazy.
no. In all seriousness, the guy, he sits the bench most of the time.
Yeah.
He says his back hurts, but then we watch videos that he's shooting around in practice, but you're still not playing games. Like as a true athlete, you would be out there playing. Like you would be doing everything in your will to play a game, and he didn't want to play in Philly. He got over to the Nets and played like 3 games.
Yeah.
And then he was out again.
Is he out now? Or
He's out now. He's been out for a while.
No team picked him up. Yeah,
No, he's on the Nets, but he doesn't play.
He's complaining about his back.
He said his back hurts.
He's done.
So at this time, I feel like his career is over in the NBA.
I think it is too.
I don't think any team picks him up.
I think maybe he stays on the Nets, but more as a coaching type thing.
No, I don't think.
Like as a
If
Yeah.
Cavs.
Yeah, Cavs.
I got the Cavs.
Oh, he's a Cavs guy.
he's gonna go. Yeah.
Cavs, and I got the Nuggets.
Nice. How about you?
Milwaukee and the Suns.
Rematch.
That's I think that'd be a good rematch right there.
I got Celtics and Suns, so
Celtics and Suns.
yeah.
That'd be good. That'd be a good one. Well, it's gonna come down to the Milwaukee and Boston again. They're gonna
in the Eastern
conference final, and I think it'd be Suns and
I just want that one back.
I think it'd be Suns. I think it'd be Suns and Denver. I think they play each other. Unless they don't play each other I don't know how it's gonna work with the rounds. Actually, Doug, I have a hot take for you. You might we'll probably argue over.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Who's the better quarterback, Joe Burrow or Josh Allen?
Joe freaking Burrow.
What about you guys?
Joe
Give
Burrow.
him the cigar.
I've always said Josh Allen's very overrated as a quarterback.
No, I don't think he's overrated, but
He's overrated.
Nah, he progressed. He's
definitely
good.
he definitely
With no
progressed.
run game.
Progressed.
With no run game.
Well, no, especially when he first started.
I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback,
He's good.
but
When
I
Josh
feel
Allen-
like he's way overrated than what people make him seem.
I'd rather have. Yeah, I gotta agree,
No, that's
man.
fine.
At this moment, I would probably go Burrow.
Yeah, at this moment.
I
Right
mean,
now.
Joe Burrow.
I'll just play like you, devil's advocate. Josh Allen, from when he first, because he's been in the league for what, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
He had to start from the ground up.
Those first 2 years were
Yeah, but
rough, man.
First 2 years, he had to play against Brady and all them, and couldn't do
So?
dog water.
But I feel like he cracks.
Who Burrow
under
have to
pressure.
play against?
No one really.
Who he
When
still
it comes down to the,
I mean, in his division,
he was
Browns-
hurt. He was hurt his first year.
First, yeah, but then he came in the second year, he turned it on. But also, it helped when you had it.
Took them to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, but it also helped when you had your
Josh
star.
Allen does what? One and done?
Nah, that's exactly today's point.
Well,
I feel
no,
like he
last
cracks
year-
under pressure.
One and done?
He does, in my opinion.
Well, no, this year he went the second round.
He still lost.
The year before he went to the second round,
Still lost.
and then he went to the AFC Championship his third year.
Still lost.
I just think he cracks under pressure.
I feel like he just cracks under pressure.
Yeah.
He needs to kind of hone himself, relax.
There was some questionable throws to Diggs. Diggs was getting mad at him.
Yeah.
But that's the problem.
Yeah.
And their relationship last season, it wasn't good anymore.
Yeah.
Like Diggs was getting
Dude,
pissed off.
dude.
And the last, not to cut you off, but the last game that they had, Diggs was like, "Yo, you're not gonna throw to me," and they argued on the sideline about it.
Do you think if he hones it in, do you think that he'll be like on an MVP category? Like he's like they projected him to be, but then it's like I think if he hones it
I
in,
think he can get an MVP season. Yes.
Yeah, what he needs is a running game.
But
to
he's
help
not
him.
gonna-
Well, I
he
think-
needs a good running back.
What was it? Who was the thing? 'Cause Eckler could probably go there. I think Eckler would
If
be.
he goes, that helps him out
I
tremendously.
think that'll help him, especially either Eckler and you have Cook.
It takes the pressure off of him. He doesn't have to do everything. That's
Yeah.
why he's running so much and scrambling.
So you
on
get
his
Zeke?
own. Oh shit.
That would be.
Yeah, you'd have to go to Buffalo.
I'd rather Eckler, honestly.
I would rather have Eckler.
I'd rather have Eckler.
Zeke isn't bad either.
Eckler's that.
If I'm a GM, I'm staying away from Zeke.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Eckler's a better option than Zeke because he could run the ball better. And
We also got to remember
he's almost
Zeke
that
was
pass down.
was a Cowboy, and Dougie over here is Giants fan.
But
So.
I mean, you gotta say this.
No, and he's toxic in the locker room.
His rookie year, he probably played phenomenal, and after that, he went.
Hey, hold on. You're calling Zeke toxic, right?
Yeah.
But you want OBJ back?
For Jones.
Oh,
Get out of here.
OBJ's toxic.
OBJ
is
is
toxic. No, he
toxic.
is toxic.
Worse than Zeke in my
No,
opinion.
he's not. He's
I don't
not
think
worse.
I think
He's
I
not
think they're
worse.
both on par.
Maybe.
They're both on
I think
par.
OBJ is slightly.
They're about
He's
the
not
same.
toxic. There's no way OBJ is toxic. How you
He
gonna
wants
There's
it.
the
you want
hot
to argue?
take. Here's
You
the
want to
hot
argue
take.
now? Tell me
Here's
how
the-
OBJ is toxic.
That's what you waiting
Yes,
for,
look what he
girls
did with the
and boys.
Browns. Just 'cause- hey, there's things he did, throwing tantrums on the sideline.
He was immature. That doesn't mean he's toxic.
Yeah, you
That
call.
brings toxicity to the locker room.
Yeah,
Being
you're bringing.
immature.
You're
Look,
that's.
look when he went to the Browns.
Yeah,
The same
and look
thing.
what happened to the Rams.
Hold on, wait.
Look what happened when he went to the Rams. He won a Super Bowl.
That wasn't like he got
I'll say
hurt.
this because
Game.
you say him being immature and toxic are two different things.
Yes.
But if you look at Zach Wilson, he was being immature, but he also became toxic to that whole football team.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
It's made of
Zach
power.
Wilson is not OBJ.
He was getting to that level. He was
Yes, and
honing
then-
that in.
and then he learned.
We've seen it with
And then he learned in L.A.
what's his name?
From who? Yeah.
That walked out the game halfway through the game.
Antonio Brown.
Who?
Antonio Brown.
Yeah, Antonio Brown.
I
Oh,
was
he's
there.
all.
The funny part, I was there for that game too, and I saw the whole
shit,
thing.
you were?
So I was.
Yeah, let's hear that. How
so
did that
I
happen?
was in row 200. I'm behind Tampa's bench, And then like I'm watching the game, but I see them like I see people like arguing, on the coaching side. And I just see Brown like going like he's going like grabbing his I don't want to show the camera, he's just grabbing his ball going like this, pretty much tell him to suck it.
Yeah.
At that point.
Oh shit.
And then I think that's like who came over and tried to calm. Mike Evans tried to come over and calm him down, but he wasn't having it. So all of a sudden you just see him take all his throwing his glove at people, like at the players and stuff.
Yeah.
He takes like off his jersey, he's throwing everything off, and he's doing jumbo jacks in the other end zone and shit. And I'm trying not to laugh. I'm like, what just happened? Me and my dad look at each other like, what just happened? He goes, I have no fucking idea. But man, he is gone. And then the funny part is too, afterwards, he was trying to get a taxi or an Uber to the airport. No one would pick him up until somebody did.
Now I'm not saying OBJ is that toxic.
No,
but he is immature.
I mean,
he learned
Yeah,
in LA. We're not signing the same OBJ from 10 years ago.
I think he
But I mean, we could also say the same thing about Zach Wilson. Because he was immature and he brought down the whole morale of that Jets team.
And Zach Wilson was in his early 20s.
Sleeping with teammates' moms and whatnot.
OBJ is past that. You saw what he did in LA.
Yeah, I don't know.
They won a Super Bowl because of OBJ.
But why didn't they bring him back?
Because he was hurt.
Wait, you think purely they won that Super Bowl just because of OBJ?
Not because of Cup.
Not because of Cup
Or Stafford.
or
Stafford.
defense?
No, but Beckham made a difference on that first play.
He did make a difference.
Without that
because you're also talking about
without that
a big
touchdown,
play,
they're down 7 points.
and
the
now
Bengals
you
win
got to worry about another wide receiver
Well,
threat.
no, I think it was a cut. I think it would have got a touchdown of the way because they're already driving down already. I think they would.
No, but if Beckham never got that touchdown, they'd lose that game.
No.
It would have been 1-F.
Yes.
It's what it is. It depends on
Yes.
the momentum of the game.
No, but a lot of the
Well, we'll say this
Bengals,
though, too.
Bengals were double teaming Beckham in the beginning of the game.
Okay, but
And
Who
then
who says Zeke doesn't mature over the season?
Yeah, but it's Zeke.
But you're saying what if that call? What if that
It's
call?
Zeke.
You remember when Jalen Ramsey was calling for something because he got face mask in the eye and Higgins got a touchdown? What if that would have got called? That's 7 points right there, so it's still an even game.
Yeah, but Beckham made a difference.
No, but he made it. But you're saying 7 for 7 points or 6 for 6? Excuse me.
He made a difference once
If
he got there.
if that would have been called, that would have been that game would still have been even, no matter what. So
Yeah, but-
it's a what it.
Oh, I'm Jonathan now. Oh, shut the fuck up.
But anyway,
I gotta see.
Going back to Zeke.
God.
If he's put in the right situation, as Jonathan just said, if you put him on a team like the New England Patriots with Belichick, you don't think
Yeah,
he's going to mature?
I think he
That's
will.
different. That is completely
Well, you think
different.
if he goes
It's
to
the
Kansas,
Patriots.
if he goes to Kansas City, you don't think Andy Reid's gonna mature him?
That whole championship coach.
You don't think he's gonna mature
Because
him?
of the fact that coaches like Andy Reid, Bill Belichick, they don't care.
That's
They don't
different.
care about who you are at the end of the day.
So
If you
I-
can't
I
play
don't-
as a team, you can go. We'll find somebody else.
Yeah.
They showed that when they gave up this guy.
But I feel like Dallas just showed him that.
Yeah.
You can't play. You can't stay healthy. You can't play as a team. You bring
Yes,
down
but
morale.
it's different.
It's like, yo, you're
It's
gone.
completely different, though. If Zeke does not get the first touches, if he's not the first guy getting the touches, he's not gonna.
Depends what team he goes.
He's gonna say, "I don't want to be here. Why am I even? Why am I even
Well,
dressing up?
If he matures to be like, all right.
Why do you think they went to Tony Pollard?
But if he goes to Buffalo, he would know his place because of the fact that Diggs is there. He's your wide receiver one. He gets the ball more than anybody on that
But
team.
also too,
You can't expect to
he'll
as a
be
running back.
he'll be above Cook. If Cook will be like the guy that like gets you, I guess. I think they'll do like the tandem. Like I think Cook gets some runs, and I think Elliott would get more.
I think anywhere Elliott goes, he's going to be in a mix of running backs,
Yeah.
unless it's a team that doesn't have a pure running back on their team. He's going to get mixed in because that's the way football teams are playing now.
Yeah.
It's just two running backs.
Yeah, because I mean, we could look Patriots. Good example. They have what Stevenson and who's the other one?
Ramondre, and then they had
Who's the other
Well,
one?
we got Barkley, so that's all that matters. Barkley
But
and
now
Daniel
they only
Jones.
have Ramondre.
Yeah, but before
now
that,
they got
would
James
say-
Robinson.
Yeah,
So you got Ramondre and James Robinson now. You got Pacheco and damn it, what's his name? That I had him in fantasy. We were just talking about him.
No, he just. God damn it, we just had his name.
The catching wide running back.
For who?
I forget his name. But anyway, most teams have 2 running backs. Look at the Browns, Chubb and Hunt.
Yeah, look at Pittsburgh now too. They have Warren and Harris.
So I mean, like most of your teams are getting
I
dual
forgot
running
their
backs.
name on the
Pacheco and Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Allaire. That's it, Allaire.
It was Allaire?
Yeah, it's Allaire.
So we do have some breaking news.
No.
Yes.
No, don't.
Here we go. Joel Sherman of the New York Post doesn't see Darren Ruff making the open day roster and believes the Mets will cut him by next weekend. So the Mets are looking for another bat.
Who do you think they get? Mike Trout. No, I'm kidding.
Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
I could see that.
Listen, the Mets.
That's
I
because
say
they
this
need
every
a
time,
pitcher.
every
That
year.
should make sense because they need a pitcher.
The Mets are cursed.
But I don't think they're going to get Ohtani.
No, hell no.
The Mets are cursed. You got Mets fans.
Do you want this box in your head?
Always look at the roster and say, "Look at all the players we got." And as the season comes, out, hurt, gone,
look at all
traded,
these-
cut.
You know what's crazy? We would have made the playoffs last year if it wasn't for the division.
We did make the playoffs last year.
No, or the wild card.
We still made the playoffs.
Yeah, no, we didn't win the wild card game.
No, but we still went to the playoffs.
Yeah, you consider
We're
that the
still there.
playoffs.
Yeah, it's like
That's a wild card game. That's like
It's like the Lakers making a play in and saying they're out.
Yeah,
then
but-
they're out.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's a play-in, bro. we gave you a gimme.
For real. Really is.
Gimme.
But it's just like, I don't know. We had a really not stacked division, but basically because the Braves,
Yeah.
then the Phillies.
Well, Philly was like, ever since when Harper came back, that's when they started playing.
Yeah.
But you look at the Mets, like, all right, so you had Diaz, and you're like, okay, fuck it, we finally found our closer. Now he's hurt. You got Verlander, but now you're losing somebody at the bat. Like it's always a domino effect with them.
Yeah, I know.
It's sad to say, but like it's always one thing after the
You
other.
get it right once. That's all we need. Just once.
What happened with the Yankees too?
Well,
Sorry.
I say this, but the Yankees.
I mean, besides, the only way it happens is when the Yankees finally make it into the playoffs.
Well, the Yankees are going to lose to Houston, so it don't matter.
I said I tell.
I mean,
I
I think Houston got some new trash cans over there, so
Jesus. That's good.
Yankee fans always making excuses.
We don't make excuses, not as much as Mets fans.
No, the Yankees.
What is about? No,
Yankees
we're
had
sitting here being quiet because we don't make no excuses for our team. They
Yankees always
they
have
do what they do.
How do I have an excuse? It was proven
can.
that they cheated.
Yeah, but you guys just choked.
It was proven they cheated, though.
Yeah, but you guys choked like last year. You guys couldn't hit the ball.
That's all right.
You guys
at least they make it far.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
this
they
is
lose.
the difference with the
How many
Yankees.
World Series and how many World Series did the Mets and Yankees win the last 10 years? 0. Same amount.
So Mets fans make just as much excuses as Yankees fans then.
No, I'm just saying it's the same amount. 0 World Series. Same World Series. 0. All right?
All right. What's that got to do with anything, though?
Because you said the Yankees make it farther. At the end of the day, they finish with the same.
Yeah, but the point is that Mets fans always say that they have the best roster, the best pitching and stuff.
On paper.
On paper.
But then when it comes down to it, they can't even make it past the wild card.
But that's because they're a stacked division.
Yeah, stacked division. If the Braves did not go on that run they did last year, the Mets would have won.
They
the
did.
division.
They did it twice.
Hold on. So the Yankees don't play in a stacked division as well?
No. Boston.
Boston
sucks. Baltimore sucks.
The only formidable team I would say is like the Rays.
And this year will be Toronto.
Toronto will give you a run for your money because they picked up good players and everything. Yeah. They'll give you a run for your money, but that's it.
But think about it. The Yankees, how many times did they win the division?
About 10 years.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch baseball as much anymore, so.
Yeah, it's more about football when you watch the Patriots. I don't know how you could be two freaking front runner teams, Boston and freaking Yankees. God damn.
Yeah, what do you got? Let's see. Name the divisions they won. Year in, year
In
out.
the last 10 years. Yeah.
Because we got 2 minutes, so let's see who. Let's hear.
You
it.
got 2 minutes to search up. Hurry up. Come on, boy. how's everybody doing? You know, on the
Divisional?
chat. In the last
AL
10.
East Division titles,
How many?
right?
Yeah.
How many in the last
So
10 years?
AL East Division titles, they won it in 2022, 2019, 2012,
That's 3.
2011, 2009.
No, that's only 2. You said 2012, so the last 2 were 2012.
So they won the AL East Division last year. When did the Mets win?
Division 2015, I think.
Yeah, 2015.
All right. So hold on. The Mets last won what? The division title in 2015. Yeah. Since then, we've won 2 more than them.
We should have won if it wasn't for the. Oh my
Yes,
God.
the Braves
We
went on
had
a hot
tied
run.
records. Yeah, we were both 101 and 61. 100-win season, my God.
Yeah, but because we played them last season in the game. They got the
And the
yeah,
Mets,
and they got the win
the
over
Mets
us.
had the 10-game lead, and then the Braves went on a run. And then you had the Phillies too.
Yeah, the Phillies were saying that wild card. They weren't trying to. They weren't beat the Mets.
Nah.
If we would have played Philly in a wild card game, we would beat them. I'm saying that.
All right, before we go, I want to hear a World Series matchup and winner from each of you. Jimmy, you start.
Me? Crap.
And this is your actual prediction for the
My
year.
actual prediction.
And then we'll go to it in. We'll go
You
to
know what?
it in October.
I'm gonna say, just to mess with Dave and say F at this point. I'm gonna go with Toronto. And you know what? Toronto and the Mets.
Nice, Jonathan. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna go. Damn, this is fucked up. I'm trying to be realistic here.
That is realistic.
I mean, it could be. It could be. I don't know. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Pirates though.
Alright, get the fuck out. Dave, what do you got?
No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go the Pirates and the Royals.
Dave, what do you got?
Who you got? Who you got,
this
Dave?
guy-
Oh, you're serious?
We say realistic. He's like, nope. Yeah, Dave, what's yours? Yankees and who?
That's a hard one.
Yankees and who? 'Cause I know you're gonna put the Yankees in there. Yankees and who?
Yankees and Dodgers.
That would be What about you,
Nah.
Doug?
Yeah, go ahead, Doug. Go ahead.
No, you're gonna say something.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna go realistic.
All right.
I'm gonna go Dodgers and Dodgers, and the Rays.
Oh, I like that.
Good one.
That's yeah.
I like it.
Rays
Dodgers,
are a
Rays.
sleeper team every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Yeah, I
They
like
really
that.
are.
And then the Rays win it this year.
Yeah, what about you, Doug?
I'm going with the Toronto Blue Jays over the Philadelphia Phillies. Because everything varies on Bryce Harper being healthy and Reese Hoskins just went down.
What's the word? Oh, injury prone. He's too injury prone.
So we're gonna look through these clips and see if I could create Jonathan into a meme.
Or one of us, honestly.
Yeah, but yours last week will always be the best meme.
It'd be
You
infamy.
You gotta get the clever. He's like, no, Dougie going, no, hold on, let me finish.
Yeah,
hold on.
You need that clip. Like, hold on, let me speak. It's my show.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. We got David, Jonathan, Jimmy, and myself. Tap it up.
Dap it up.
You go across, we go across too. We can't mess with that.
All right, see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
This episode was brought to you by Nicole and Dave. Go Sports. For all your latest information surrounding the world of sports, talk to Dave.